Up here live on the boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey at All Campus, 1028 Boardwalk, Ocean City, New Jersey. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous night here in Ocean City. Great night to be up on the boardwalk. Hey, come on in, visit us. We're broadcasting live on A2D Radio, Facebook, Twitch TV, Twitter, YouTube. Come on in, $10, 10% off, 10 minutes with the Schweiner from 97.3 ESPN, the locker room. We're broadcasting live. I'm sitting here with John Coyle, the proprietor, owner of All Campus. And, John, thanks for having us, man.
Yeah, as you said, Bill, beautiful night. Great crowd out here. We're expecting to have a lot of people coming on, ranting, complaining. As we all know, we have a lot to complain about here in Philadelphia with the sports, with the Sixers losing, Phillies just blowing every single game in the 8th and 9th inning. So there's going to be a lot of complaining tonight.
So the premise of our show, what we're going to be doing for the rest, from every Saturday night throughout the summer, we're going to be broadcasting live up here on the boardwalk at at All Campus on A2D Radio and all the platforms, social platforms. Please hit the like and subscribe button to A2D Radio. Become a subscriber. But come on up and you can rant with us. We're going to be up here in the rant booth. Now, the first week we did it, we didn't get too many people ranting. Pretty much everybody was, I would say, docile.
Everyone was playing nice. Sixers were still in it. We were looking good at that time. And now I think we're going to start getting a little bit of a turn and a little bit of hatred coming out. Our Philly fandom is going to show.
And rightly so, because the Philadelphia 76ers let the fan base down once again. Of course, there's a lot of conjecture and talk about Ben Simmons and where he's going to end up, if he's going to end up anywhere at all other than the Sixers. We don't know.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to talk about. So we are in the rant booth. This is a platform for people to come up on the boardwalk and express themselves. Get their frustrations off. If we were winning championships, we'd be celebrating.
Yeah, it would be a lot of praising. There's not going to be a lot of praising tonight, I think. I think we're going to get a lot of complaining and a lot of ranting.
So we're here at the rant booth up at All Campus on the boardwalk, 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. Come on, visit us. Come on to the rant booth and tell us how you feel about the Sixers. Now, we're watching the Phillies game right now. We're going to be watching throughout the evening. We'll be here from 6 to 9. And throughout the evening, we're going to be watching what sport's on. Just so happens to be the Phillies today.
Yeah, it looks like they're just getting ready to blow another game.
Man, on second and third, 2 outs. And we're only in the 6th. Eflin's still on the hill, but he's up to 80 pitches right now.
Yeah, this might be his last batter if he can't get him out here.
One thing, John, that the Philadelphia Phillies have been guilty of is playing bad defensive baseball. And for me, there's no excuse for making mental mistakes. I mean, you make physical mistakes, that's one thing. You make mental mistakes, and there's no excuse for that.
Yeah, I believe we have the absolute worst corner infielders in all of baseball. There's at least an error a game from those guys. They got to clean up. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
Now, the other day, Rhys Hoskins made a bonehead play. He made an arrow ball thrown to him. He had his sunglasses on top of his cap. Here's a ball to third. Boom, gets it.
Hey, there we go. There we go. Great play. Great
play by that's
Luke. That's why it was a good play.
No wonder. Hey, we're up here on the boardwalk at All Campus. We're on A2D Radio, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch TV, Twitter, streaming, broadcasting live on those platforms. Join us. You can send us a message.
Yeah,
on the platform.
Everyone come in and shout in.
Shout in to us, John. This is a great idea, man. It's a great concept, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun throughout the summer.
Yeah, it's a little different. It lets the fans come on and be on our show. I know that we have a Fan Friday. This is a little bit different. You can come on and be live in a location that we're doing and enjoy the atmosphere. It's a great atmosphere in All Campus. We always have the games on. It's a sports store. We're always talking sports, always chatting sports.
And we got a few messages. You sent us a message on the platform on A2D Radio. Our buddy, the guy that runs A2D Radio, Tom Arnone, who joined me several times up here. We broadcasted live on 97.3 ESPN, the locker room with Billy Schweim. Tommy, he does a great job with A2D.
Yeah, this is his baby, and he has done a great job building this platform.
So I must admit, and I know Tommy's watching, Frank Vesby's there. You know, I put this shirt on today, A2D, and I thought to myself, wow, there's a hashtag on the back of the shirt. It says no notes. And being a radio
from
guy,
the note guy himself.
From the note guy himself, right? But no notes. And you know what? That makes it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more real.
Yeah, I mean,
and
you
more
come with your
honest.
thoughts, you come with your talk, and you just go with what you believe, what you feel, and you take the heat if it comes upon you.
We're broadcasting live here up on the boardwalk in Ocean City on A2D Radio, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch TV, YouTube. Come on, join us. Come into the Rant booth. Get whatever's off your chest. Get whatever frustrations you may have. And we know you got a lot of them because the Philadelphia 76ers let us all down. And I don't know a single person that is happy about what went down, John.
No, everyone is furious. We were head and shoulders the better team. I'm a huge Ben Simmons guy, as I'm sure we'll get into later on in the show, but he needs to change. Something needs to change.
Right now, the Phillies are heading to the top of the seventh. They're up 2-1 on the New York stinking Mets. Not one of my favorite teams.
One of the worst teams in baseball.
Wow.
Hated teams,
not worst teams. The Philadelphia Phillies are the only game in town right now, unless you like soccer, which I know.
Yeah, we got a couple big soccer
here.
guys here. Yep.
But we have the final the conference finals for each conference in the NBA.
Yeah, we got the game tonight,
and then we have the Stanley Cup.
We do have the Stanley Cup, which we know who is going to be in it, and it should be a very tight series. We got two of probably the best goaltenders in hockey going head to head. It should be fun. It should be a low sword.
The Montreal Canadiens end a 28-year drought of making it to the Stanley Cup, and you know what? The Montreal Canadiens, similar to the New York Yankees in their sport.
Yeah, I 100% agree. They are the mecca of hockey. Always have been. Them in Toronto. But Montreal is one of the best-known ones. But here's the question for you, Bill. Do Montreal make the finals if it was all Canada? If it wasn't all Canada versus all Canada?
Well, you know what? It's hard for me to speculate that up. I mean, I've even heard we had discussion on my show today on the locker room in 97.3. If there were fans, would they make it?
That's true too.
So I mean, I don't know.
Do you put an asterisk on it?
Here's what I do know. They had to beat good teams to get there.
That's true.
So I mean, why even ask that question, John? And no offense to you, I'm just saying, like, why would I want to spend time thinking about what might have been when there is what is? And what is the Montreal Canadiens are back in the Stanley Cup.
So no asterisk for you.
No asterisk.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
Now, we do have a poll question tonight on the A2D radio platform. It is, will the Sixers be able to trade Ben Simmons? Do you agree with that or disagree with that? Tell us why. Come on up to the boardwalk. We're up here at 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. It's a beautiful night out here. People passing by. It's hot, humid. It's baseball weather.
Oh, this is perfect. This is the absolute best boardwalk weather right here tonight.
If you come up, you rant here in the booth with me. $10 to rant for 10 minutes. 10% off the hat.
10% off hats, shirts, cornhole boards. We have it all in here. You get 10% off everything that we have in all campus. Now
we got Therese is up with one out. He's got no balls and a strike count. And he's standing in there, and he hits the ball.
There we go.
Yeah,
start something up.
Therese. By the way, just to let our listeners know and our watchers that the Phillies ended a 31-inning scoreless streak for DeGrom. He pitched 31 innings scoreless.
Yeah, and what about yesterday afternoon game? First game with Nola getting
51 years.
10 strikeouts in a row.
10 strikeouts achieved by Tom Seaver.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
And you know what? 50 years ago this week, Rick Wise hit 2 home runs.
Yep.
And he pitched a no-hitter.
And I was at the game where he threw the celebratory pitch out, and he got one of the biggest ovations of the night.
Hey, we're here at All Campus on the Boardwalk. Come in, talk with me on the live stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch TV, A2D Radio. Jack Friel just texted in. He said, I agree to the poll. I think Ben wants out. Well, you know what? I'm sure he does. Does he look like he wanted to play? He looked like he was scared. He looked like he was petrified. Ben Simmons looked like he was like a deer in headlights. What's wrong with Ben Simmons?
There's nothing wrong with Ben Simmons besides he is afraid to shoot the ball, which we do not know why. It has to be some mental block with him. I don't know why. They say they're going to be able to fix him. I just don't believe it.
Listen, how are you going to fix somebody that doesn't like to shoot?
You can't fix a mentality.
John, one of the things, and I gotta let people know, over the years that I've been doing radio, and especially the last 4 years that Ben Simmons has been associated with the Sixers, I've talked to numerous basketball people, former players, coaches, and reporters who cover the team.
Yeah.
And all these people trying to shove down my throat about how great Ben Simmons was or is. And guess what? It doesn't pass the smell test. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to look at this and say, my man can't shoot.
I am a Ben Simmons believer. I still am not trading Ben Simmons, me personally. I think it makes our team worse, and I'm not in the business of trading to make our team work or worse just to make the fans happy.
Yeah, but, John, here's a little something I'm going to throw at you. In 2018, Ben Simmons was so bad, they lost to the Celtics. In 2019, Ben Simmons was so bad in the playoffs, they lost to the Raptors.
You can't put
and
it
this
all
year, he
on
was
him.
even worse. If you could be any worse than he was, and they lost again. So at what point do you say he's not that good? Why are you following?
We were a triple bounce away from being there.
Does he walk on water for you?
No, he doesn't walk on water for me. But you're not getting a better trade. You're not going to get a better player
in
here
because every general manager in the league saw what they saw.
Yeah,
and look, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Not in this case.
It could be.
Not in this case. No way. So let's do role play.
Yeah.
If you're a general manager, say for the Washington. No, let's get outside. Let's go. If you're for
the Golden State one is intriguing.
Golden State could be intriguing. Would you? Well, there are. Here we go. Adubel Herrera hits one to third. A long throw, but he got him. And the Mets get out of the inning. The Phillies strand a runner. 2-1.
Yeah.
Phillies leading still.
With our bullpen, I feel real confident.
Mets have committed 2 errors, and the Phillies commit 1 error today. Getting back to Ben Simmons. If he goes to Golden State,
yeah,
or if you're the Golden State general manager, would you be intrigued with Ben Simmons, what he could do for your team?
I'm not giving up the 2 high picks that they have. I believe they have 7 and 11 or 7 and 14, something like that. I'm not giving those up. I would definitely give up Wiggins, and I heard maybe Wiseman. I would be intrigued with that if I was the Sixers. Maybe a Thibault and Simmons.
To be honest with you, Wiseman, I mean, has he I don't remember seeing his name on ESPN Sports Center all the time.
No, but I mean, he was the number 2 pick, I believe, last year.
I need a star, John. Give me a star.
Well, you're not getting that. You're not going to get that. That's not going to happen.
We're up here on the boardwalk at 1028. Boardwalk at all campus. Come join me in the Rant booth. If you got something that you want to get off your chest, you want to rant about the Sixers, come join me. Spend 10 minutes with me here in the Rant booth up here at all campus on the boardwalk. 1028 boardwalk, $10, 10 minutes, 10% off. Great deal.
Yeah, and also I want to chime into the new thing that A2D has started with subscribers. The A2D subscription. All campus is going to kick in 20% off that any subscribers to A2D. If you pay the $9.99 a month, you get 20% off anything in all campus. Once our online store is back up and running, there's free shipping, and you get a promo code for that, an exclusive promo code, and you will get 20% off. Cornhole boards, shirts,
by the way, let me just
all
say
hats.
Those cornhole boards that you have, we ought to get one up here and try to show it.
They're absolutely gorgeous.
They're unbelievable.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And you know what I heard, John? I've heard through a couple sources that I saw people walking out of here with them, couldn't believe the deal they got.
Yeah.
They've priced cornhole boards at other locations, and it's like you give a pretty big savings.
Yeah, we absolutely make our stuff with 100% cabinetry wood. It's tongue and groove, mechanically made, real vinyl, real duck fabric bags. It's 100% Cornhole Association approved.
Wow.
And you will not find it cheaper anywhere else but up here at All Campus.
So we got a message from Brian Wilson. Is that one of the Beach Boys? Is that Brian Wilson? You gonna write a song? But he said, let's go. Let's get them the memberships, everyone. Make sure you subscribe and like A2D Radio. It's a great platform. Hey, man, we're moving in. It's the 21st century, John. That's the way to go.
Yeah, this is the number one sports, Philadelphia sports. If you want to talk it, real talk, real knowledge, these guys are great up here on ATD.
Yeah, come join me here in the Rant booth. $10, 10% off the hat. 10 minutes with me, Billy Schweim from the locker room on 97.3 ESPN. We'll be up here every Saturday night. And by the looks of things, it's starting to pick up out there, John.
It's starting to get a little bit busy. I am going to hop off, and we're going to start getting a couple guests on here. And we're going to start loving this.
Before you leave, John, Tommy chimes in. He says he still thinks we can get a star. I'm not so sure.
I know Tom's a big believer in getting Brandon Beal here.
Bradley Beal?
Yeah, Bradley Beal.
He's got another year on his contract. He's going to have to ask for a trade. Is that correct?
I'm not sure how
he's under contract.
His contract is. I know that's the number one guy that a lot of people are targeting, including Tommy. I don't want him. Brandon, he's a great talent. Don't get me wrong. Great talent. I am just not excited to have Seth Curry and Beal as my backcourt on that defensive side of the ball. It doesn't do anything for me.
I thought this was a little peculiar. Ben Simmons is under contract for the next 4 years.
Yep, max contract.
$146 million.
Yeah. I do not think he's worth that.
John, wait a second. Why is his agent talking? Oh, the agent and the team are talking. What's they talking about? He's under contract. He's not allowed to go talk to any. The Sixers.
Well, I believe they gave him permission. I
don't know if they did.
I believe they did. I could be wrong in saying that.
Why would you give him permission?
Because you want to move him. Yeah, because you want to move him. I'm thinking the Sixers are going to want to move him after what Joel said after the game. It's going to be a tough locker room to be in, probably.
I'll tell you what, I enjoyed the commentary by one Shaquille O'Neal.
That was a little harsh, too.
Because that's exactly the way a lot of people in Philadelphia were thinking and feeling down here at the Jersey Shore, the Delaware Valley. Any Sixers fan around the country, I'm sure, had the exact thoughts that those two had.
Yeah, a lot of people are wanting to punch Ben Simmons in the face now. Yes.
We're up here on the boardwalk at all campus. We're watching the Phillies game right now. The Mets are up. I think Pilar. How about this Kevin Pilar? This guy, Kevin Pilar, gets beamed in the face, comes back a couple weeks later and hits a home run. The courage that probably took to get that guy to stand in there and swing a bat. Probably one of the hardest things to do in sports is to hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball or a 90-mile-an-hour curveball. And then you see a changeup coming in at maybe 86. It's almost impossible. But these guys, the pitchers have the advantage this year as we saw another no-hitter. But this one was by the Cubs, and it was 4 pitchers, I believe, combined in the starter and the relief staff combined for a no-hitter. Pretty amazing stuff. I wonder if the umpires checked their glove and their hat for any type of substance that might have been put on their glove or hat. We're up here at all campus on the boardwalk. Come join the Rant booth. Come rant, get it all off your chest. Talk about the Sixers with me. We're here watching the Phillies game. We'll be watching the NBA basketball game tonight. I believe we have the Suns and the Clippers. It's going to be a big game tonight. And looks like Kevin Pilar hits the ball to deep right field. And that ball is out of here. Pilar just ties up the game with a solo shot to tie the game. Gallagher. Well, he's seeing all kind of people walk by. You ought to get him up here in the Rant booth. Kevin Pilar, and there's a picture of Zach Eflin staring in disbelief that they blew another save. Only this time I think it's I can't tell who was up there. We're broadcasting live at 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City in the Rant booth. Come on up and complain about the Phillies. Janikowski went all the way back, mistimed his jump, and the ball just got out of here. That's Kevin Pilar, man. I'll tell you what, that takes a lot of guts and a lot of courage after getting hit in the face to come back and hit a home run. You know who could use some courage? How about Ben Simmons? Where's the Cowardly Lion? Maybe go see the. The Wizard of Oz. Maybe Wizard of Oz could give him some courage. That's right. It's Ranger Suarez pitching. I couldn't see who it was from this vantage point. We had a little sunlight blocking it. But still, nevertheless, it's 2-2. The Phillies blow another lead to the stinking Mets. We're up here live on the boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. 1028 Boardwalk. All campus. Come in and rant with me. We got the Rant booth here. Got some headphones. Put the headphones on. Talk some sports with me on 4 platforms. We have YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. And, of course, we're broadcasting, streaming live on A2D Radio. And the hashtag is no notes. We don't use notes. We just talk and get whatever off our chest. Whatever's bothers us, we get off our chest. We can talk Philly sports. We can talk NBA playoffs. A little Eagles. For those people that are hoping to bring back the Kelly Green unis, well, there's hope on the horizon as they have changed some of the rules that might make it easier for this to happen, where the Phillies or where the Eagles can wear the Kelly Greens. All right, the Phillies just got their second out. Lindor grounded out to the pitcher. There's 2 outs. We're at the bottom of the 7th. The Phillies have blown another lead. Phillies, they pretty do. Right now they do. Billy Schweim here from the locker room on 97.3 ESPN. I'm up here with A2D Radio every Saturday night. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch TV. Got all the platforms to get your sports thoughts and ideas off your chest. Come on up and join us as we watch the Phillies game. By the way, Ranger Suarez is throwing about 94, 95 on his fastball, which isn't too bad. But the Mets caught up to him. This Kevin Pillar. There's a couple people that are like thorns in our side. He's one of them. A2D Radio, Facebook, Twitch TV, Twitter, YouTube. Come on up and join me live on the boardwalk at all campus for the Rant booth. Get it off your chest. If you got something to talk about in the world of sports, this is the platform to do it. It's a beautiful night up on the boardwalk here as we watch people walk by and check everything out. Beautiful day. Water wasn't too bad. We need the Phillies to win. Come on up and join me here in the Rant booth. Talk about the Sixers, talk about the Phillies, whatever you want to talk about. $10, 10% off your hat. 10 minutes with me here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch TV, Twitter, as we watch the Phillies game and another lead disappear. It seems to be the same old story with this team. Comes down to pitching. Here's Conforto. Fouls one off. 2 outs. We got a 1-2 count. Conforto. I have a friend of mine that's a big Mets fan. Knows the Mets song. Meet the Mets, greet the Mets. I bet him all the time. And right now I owe him 2 lunches. If we don't win this series right here, I'm going to owe him another lunch. And Ranger Suarez just got Conforto to swing. Struck him out. But Kevin Pillar did the damage as the Mets tie it up, and we move to the 8th. Phillies 2, Mets 2. We're broadcasting live here on the boardwalk, 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey, on A2D Radio, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Come on up and join me. We're having a lot of fun here, man. This is a cool platform. I can't wait to start getting people coming in here and hear what the people are thinking and some of their gripes and complaints. It is the Rant booth, and if you want to rant, get things off your chest, this is the perfect platform to do so. Come on up. Come visit us right here at All Campus on the boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. Now, I mentioned the Montreal Canadiens and the Tampa Bay Lightning. They will start their Stanley Cup. I believe they start that tomorrow night or Monday night. But nevertheless, it will be a good Stanley Cup. And it's 28 years since the Montreal Canadiens have been in the Stanley Cup. I think that's 1993, if my math isn't correct. Then they're the last ones to win a cup. Yeah. Come on up to see us here on the boardwalk. Get it off your chest. Facebook, Twitch TV, YouTube, Facebook, A2D Radio. We're watching the Phillies game. Talk about it, whatever you want to talk about. The Sixers, the Phillies, the Eagles, the Flyers. Heck, we can talk about Villanova basketball. We can talk about Temple football. You name it, we've got it. Come on up and join the show. And by the way, not only do you get 10% off, 10 minutes here with me, Billy Schweim, 10 minutes, 10% off, $10. You also get a locker room sticker. So come on down, join the fun. Now, the Atlanta Hawks, by the way, Seth Lugo's on the hill for the Mets, and he's a righty, and the first guy to face him will be Rhys Hoskins. Rhys Hoskins like 0 for 15 against this guy. Guy strikes out too much. We need Rhys Hoskins to do something here. Big swing and a miss. Unbelievable. Rhys Hoskins I told people, and I've said it time and time again, Aaron Nola, Rhys Hoskins are going to be the two big keys to this team. If they get hot, they'll carry this team. All right, here's a fly ball to shallow right field. Looks like, who's that? It's one out. That's what that is. I tell you what, these guys, two runs. 2 runs today. That's horrible. Janikowski's the next batter. Janikowski's he had a shaky start by getting picked off at second base, but I think he's made amends for it. He's hit a couple homers, and he's played pretty well. So we'll get off him for a little bit. All right, we got our first ranter. I don't know, can we call them ranters? What can we call them? Ranters. This is a part of the show that's a lot of fun because people can use the platforms that we have, A2D Radio, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch TV, Twitter TV, to come up, put the headphones on, and talk sports. So let's welcome into the Rant booth, Steven.
How you
What's up,
doing?
Steve? What's going on,
I'm doing
man?
good. How are you?
Steve, you're live on TV right now.
That's crazy.
What do you do, Steve?
I play football for my local high school.
Get out, where you go?
I go to Westchester East High School.
Nice. You're from Westchester? You
Yes,
play
sir.
Westchester East.
Sir.
What position you play?
I'm an outside linebacker.
Nice. You
Yeah.
look like a big kid. How tall are you?
I'm about 6 foot.
Nice. What year are you?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior?
Yes, sir.
So you have this year and next.
Yeah.
And hopefully, if you have put together a couple good years, you
Yeah.
further your career.
Yeah, currently just looking around, finding schools, and see where we go from there.
All right. So I see you want to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, are you a Sixers fan?
Of course, 100%.
Are you a Phillies fan?
I am.
So you're 4 for 4?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's refreshing because last week or the week before that, out of all, we had 30 people sit with me.
Right.
I can't. I think I can on my one hand how many 4 for 4s we had. I was shocked and appalled that we didn't have more 4 for 4s. But it's refreshing to see that you're a 4 for 4.
Oh, yeah.
What do you want to talk about? The Eagles?
Sure, why not?
All right. What's on your mind?
I'm just really excited for the season, seeing Jalen Hurts come in. I want to see what it's going to be like. It's going to be different. I don't think he has what it takes quite yet. I think the Wentz release was a little premature, but
Were you a Wentz fan?
I was. I'm Pennsylvania all the way.
So Steve, tell me, did you want to see Wentz go, or were you
I wanted to see Wentz develop, just kind of like how Simmons is right now. It's the same thing. I kind of want to see Simmons develop.
I saw the funniest thing on. And by the way, the Mets just got out of the inning. 1, 2, 3. Go with the Phillies for Lugo. By the way, the umpire, look at the umpire checking his stuff out.
Yeah, every inning.
Clean.
Every inning.
I think this is so funny. But I saw a thing on social media, and I thought it was hysterical. It was a picture, a photoshopped head of Carson Wentz in a Ben Simmons uniform.
Correct. Yeah.
What do you think of that?
That's crazy.
So I think Ben Simmons. I think Ben Simmons. I'm going to use a harsh word. I'm thinking he choked. He was a coward.
Really?
He looks like he's afraid of the situation. I didn't find that with Carson Wentz. Keep in mind the offensive line was banged up, right?
Yeah.
The line they had 13, 14 line combinations this year.
Yeah. Right.
Cohesion. And on top of all that, the COVID hit. Mm-hmm. And on top of all that, they didn't have the OTAs.
Yeah.
They didn't have anything. Now, I'm not making excuses because I wanted to see Wentz go because I thought, not that he was a coward, but I don't think he fought hard enough and did or said the right things to want him staying fit.
Right, yeah. I understand. I think Wentz had a lot, though, and I think he's a real MVP candidate coming into Indiana this year.
Do?
I really do.
What makes you say that?
He just has the skills. I mean, he's got Trey Burton and Frank Reich over there, the men who made him who he is today, and I think that, you gotta pick up where you left off, and I think there's a big chance we might see that.
He lost a lot of confidence.
He really did, yeah, 100%.
And that, you're a linebacker, but quarterbacks, you have to have an innate ability to be a quarterback. Quarterbacks, you can't teach it. Oh, yeah, you can be a great athleticism and teach somebody to really, that has great skills, but being a quarterback is so much more than just calling the plays, throwing the ball, and handing the ball
Exactly.
off. You got to be a leader. You can't teach being a leader.
Yeah,
you either are or you aren't.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, he did show leadership signs.
He did.
In his first couple of years.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But this last year, no.
Yeah,
I didn't like the way he handled it.
It was just a bad year within COVID being a thing. It was very, it hurt a lot of players. And then on top of all that, when you go and you see a team that's not doing as hot as they did, you see the slow regression. And then taking out Peterson, that's where the straw was drawn.
So Michael Wesley Chromiak just said he agreed with you. He just said Carson Wentz will finish in the top 5 MVP voting within 2 years in Indy. So he's echoing what you're saying.
It's a popular opinion. I believe that we're not wrong right there.
How about that?
That's great.
I'm a wait and see kind of guy. Look, I don't wish him ill will, but it's going to be awful painful for Eagles fans if he goes to Indianapolis and say wins the Super Bowl.
Yeah, right.
Or if he gets an MVP, right?
Yeah, exactly. I just don't know what Hurts has. Hurts had a lot of fumbles. He had a lot of rookie mistakes, but he also didn't have a lot of games. So you just got to trust your gut.
We can't judge.
Yeah, you can't judge him yet.
Hurts on his body. We're 4 games. That doesn't
exactly. And maybe Sirianni has a plan. We don't know. We still got new coaching coming in. We got all these new things coming in. We got some great draft talent. I mean, this could be a different year.
We're broadcasting live on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. 1028 Boardwalk at all campus. We're on A2D Radio. We're on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and Twitter TV, Facebook. Come on up. Be a part of the Rant booth. We have Steve here from Westchester. And Steve, obviously you lift weights, right?
Yes, sir.
You do a lot of preparation, a lot of working out.
Yes.
Football's a rough, tough game.
It is. It really is. It's really tough on your body. I just had surgery last season on my labrum from just hitting a lot of guys, and it's just it really wears down on your body.
How much time do you spend in the weight room?
Currently about 4 to 5 days a week.
Is that No, it's probably not mandatory, but I would imagine the coach knows who's doing what.
Yeah, right. The coaches, they're sitting there with pen and paper out, ready to judge you, ready to motivate you, and ready to get you ready for next season.
All right, we're broadcasting live up here on the Boardwalk at all campus. It's the Rant booth with Billy Schweim from the locker room on 97.3 ESPN. Come talk sports with me here in the Rant booth. $10 for 10 minutes, and you get 10% off a hat. Plus,
how about it?
Look what we're going to give you today, Steve. We're going to give you a locker room sticker.
Hey, now.
And we got to put that on your car or somewhere on your books. But the Eagles, I don't think are going to – I personally don't think the Eagles are going to have a great year.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, I don't think they're going to have a bad year. Remember, they got the easiest schedule going in.
Yeah, right.
So I think with the 17-game schedule, it's kind of weird. I got them going 8-9.
I
Which if
don't
we had a
know.
16-game schedule, it'd be 500.
Yeah, right. So I'm gonna have to disagree just to say I feel like it might be a 10-7 year because 10-7 isn't gonna be like 10-6. It's gonna be different. Your 10-7 is gonna be your 9-7.
Right.
It's not gonna look the same. I think that they have what it takes. It's just I'm not gonna be mad personally if we have a bad year because we have all this new. It's a whole new year. It's a whole new
Be a
Eagles.
little bit patient with this team.
I'm gonna be patient this year. Last year was no room for patience,
How
but
do you
this
feel about Howie Roseman, the job he's doing?
the draft surprised me. He really went the way we needed him to, but past years now, I think that if he's really this franchise could have been a top team, and right now we're just.
Hey, Steve, you're pretty good on the with the mic on. You might have aspirations of working in radio and TV.
I don't know. I mean, I still got time, so we'll see.
Might be something you want to look into in school.
Yeah, maybe.
You know
we'll
what
see.
I mean? Hey, listen, let me tell you something. I have a radio show on Saturdays and Sundays on ESPN.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I enjoy talking sports.
Mm-hmm.
If you find a job that you love, you'll never work a hard day in your life.
Appreciate that. Yeah. Awesome.
So let's go Birds.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a season ticket holder. You get the end of the games?
I do. I come down maybe 2 or 3 a year. Depends on my schedule, but we'll see.
Well, so you have them going 10-7.
Yeah.
So you said 10-7?
10-7.
And I'm going to say 8-9. But you know what? If they go 10-7, that could possibly be a playoff.
That's a wild card, maybe a division with that way the NFC East rolls. You never know.
Right.
You never know.
All right, listen, well, Steve, I want to say thank you
Great.
so much
It's great
for joining
meeting
me
you.
here.
Yeah, of course.
On the in the Rant booth.
Awesome.
With Billy Schweim from 97.3 ESPN. We're up here on the boardwalk, 1028. Come see us again.
We'll do, 100%.
Right,
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Really
thank you, everyone.
it. Well, that was Steve from Westchester here on the Rant booth on A2D Radio. We're having a lot of fun. We got the Phillies on. We're going to the bottom of the ninth, or it's a pitching change. We're in the bottom of the eighth, and it's a 2-2 tie. There's 2 outs. Ranger Suarez has been lifted, but we're just getting started here on the boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. We're live on TV, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, A2D Radio. Come join me. $10, 10 minutes, 10% off your hat. Come on in, talk sports. Now, let's go to Justin. He wants to talk about the Seahawks, and you're from Westchester. What's up, Justin?
What's the gut?
So what are you? You're a Seahawks fan?
Yeah.
So, all right, do you like the Sixers?
Nope.
You like the Phillies?
Nope.
Do you like the Flyers?
I don't really watch hockey, so
All right, okay. You're from Westchester, Pennsylvania? So why don't you like any of the local teams?
I don't know. I just never really watched them growing up.
You watch other teams? You watch Seattle? By the way, you know who you look like?
Who?
Russell Wilson. People tell you that?
Yeah.
They do, don't they? Are you serious? That's awesome. Look at you. We're broadcasting live on A2D Radio. This is a great platform. Facebook, they got 55,000 viewers here. Not right now, but they have a huge following. So this can be uploaded anytime. You can watch this, watch your 10 minutes of fame. And you're on the boardwalk, 1028 Boardwalk, all campus. We're broadcasting live. We're talking sports with Justin. Justin, so you're a Seahawks fan. Is Russell Wilson going to stay in Seattle?
I think he is. I just think they need to get a better O-line.
Well, do you play football?
Mm-hmm.
What position do you play?
QB.
Are you really? Perfect guy to talk to. John, we have Justin here. Who does he look like? Now, I'm going to give you a hint. He likes the Seattle Seahawks. Who's he look like? Russ. He looks like Russell. Guess what position he plays? QB. There you go. I played QB in high school and college. Are you a leader? Do you like to think yourself as a leader?
I guess, yeah.
Because, quarterback is much more than just being a great arm, a thrower, signal call. You have to lead by example. You have to calm your guys down when in a pressure situation. You have to make plays, and people follow you. You have a good arm?
I guess.
Are you the starter?
No.
You're not.
I'm only a sophomore, so.
Well, that's all right. Get lifting, run. What do you run the 40 in?
I actually never timed it.
They haven't timed you yet? One of the things that you're going to need is a good 40 time. So you know what you should do? Come down to Ocean City, get on that high white sand, that thick white sand, put some sneakers on, and start running 40-yard dash sprints. If you can do 10 of them, you'll increase 0.2 of a second off your 40 time. So the Seattle Seahawks, they beat the Eagles a couple years back in the playoffs. Were you at that game by any chance?
Nah, I
I
watched
was
it
there.
though.
When Jadavian Clowney took a sucker shot at Carson Wentz,
Oh,
that was such a dirty play. I don't think he did it intentionally. I think he just so like he's such a high level, high intensity player that happened. But once Carson Wentz was out, that was it.
yeah.
Seattle had that game. That was a low scoring game. It was like 17-9. And ironically, the game they played prior to that was 17-9. But these games are one up front. The offensive line and defensive line are where these games are decided. We're up here at All Campus on the boardwalk. We're on A2D Radio, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. Come in, talk with me, rant. $10, 10% off your hat. You gonna get a hat here?
Yep.
Are you gonna get a Seattle hat? He's got a great selection.
I'm gonna get that Texas A&M hat
Are you
over
getting an
there.
A&M hat? 10% off your hats when you come in and rant with us here in the rant booth. So I'd like to ask you about the Sixers, but you're not a Sixers fan. You like basketball, right?
Yeah, I know a lot about the
Well, who's
Sixers.
your
Though.
basketball team?
I guess the Lakers.
The Lakers. So what do you want to be like Ben Simmons and move to the West Coast? You like Seattle? You like the Lakers?
I think Ben Simmons is gonna leave Philly.
Well, you know what? I got to tell you, I wouldn't be sad if he left.
Yeah.
I mean, he was horrible. Look, he didn't score a basket in the game 5-6. He didn't score anything in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Nothing. You know what he shot and fell for the free throw line? 31% in the playoffs. The lowest ever.
It's worse than Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq is Shaq. Right now we're watching the Phillies game, Justin. It's 2-2. There's a 3-2 count. There's 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the ninth. And you know what? They got a pretty good crowd up there in New York. Flushing Meadow. Do you like baseball, Justin?
Yeah,
You play baseball?
I used to.
You don't play for the high school?
Nope.
Are you friends with Steve?
Yeah, we're
So
here
you guys,
together
You guys are here together? So are you here for the weekend or here for a vacation
Yeah.
for the week?
until Tuesday. I
Okay,
think.
so you're here for the 4th of July. Great fireworks show here in Ocean City every 4th of July. We're up here on the boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. We're broadcasting live on Twitch TV, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all on A2D Radio. It's the Rant Booth. Justin, it's called the Rant Booth. So when you hear Rant Booth, what do you think?
Talking.
Well, like complaining, right?
Yeah.
I haven't had hardly any complainers about anything. I mean, Steve would get the closest about the Sixers, but the last week we did this, I was shocked at the amount of apathy, I guess you could call it, right? The people just don't care. Maybe because they're on vacation, they're so disappointed and dejected about the Sixers' performance that they just don't want to talk about it. I think this is a great platform for people to come up and express themselves. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. Now, what about DK Metcalf? He's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Guy's chiseled out of stone. How did the Eagles pass on him?
Seems like they always pick the wrong players.
So now, that was a good segue. So do you like the Eagles draft picks this year? Especially
Yeah, I like Devontae.
Smith. Now the knock on him is that he's too small, too frail. What say you about that? You play football.
Well, he weighs less than. Well, we're like the same weight.
Yeah, but you're more stocked.
Yeah, he's like 4 inches taller than me. But I think he'll be fine because he's like really fast. So
nobody will be able to get him.
yeah,
Just like Sidney Crosby in hockey, or years ago Wayne Gretzky changed the whole game of hockey because he was so fast. Nobody could hit him.
yeah.
So you think Devontae Smith will have that same type of like ability?
Yeah,
Elude hits.
especially coming from Alabama. They have really good wide receivers like Julio Jones.
Well, that Alabama, let's face it.
Yeah.
That's a football factory. Saban down there. Uh-oh. McCutcheon drives the ball to center field. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. Was this a replay? It's a replay. I'm multitasking here, watching the people walk by on the boardwalk, talking to Justin, and watching the Phils, and there's of course people walking by, and I get a little distracted. But that was a replay, I guess, of last night. Right now we're 2-2 in the eighth, or top of the ninth, 7-4 hit disparity. The Mets have out hit the Phillies. Does that surprise you? Phillies can't hit. Committed 2 errors. The Mets, 1 error for the Phillies. So Edwin Diaz is the pitcher tonight. He's got a 1-2 record, and he's going to try to keep this game tied for the Mets. We're hoping that the Phillies can take the lead. It's a beautiful night down here in Ocean City. You like the ocean?
Yeah.
Did you go swimming today?
Yep. I was in it earlier.
Water was pretty warm, wasn't it?
Yeah. Once you get used to it, it is.
We're broadcasting live up here on the boardwalk. We're talking with Justin from Westchester, PA. He's down here visiting, vacationing. You lifting weights this summer? Steve, your buddy's lifting weights too. How much can you bench press?
Not
a lot, Steve.
My max is like 125.
So what do you work?
But I just started lifting. So.
All right, you need to bulk up. Listen, you work out with a lower weight, and then they ask you to max. Have you ever maxed? Not yet. You just started. Steve, I didn't. What do you max out at, Steve? Yeah, that's awesome. You said you're gonna be a junior. Not bad. It looks like we got a man on first base with nobody out. Is that Lawrence McCutcheon? I think he drew a walk. So we got a bait, or did he get hit? I didn't see that. Oh, he got hit. That looked like it hurt. Kevin Pillar just hit a home run. He got hit in the face with a fastball a few weeks ago, and now he's hitting home runs. You know how much courage that takes to stand in there? It's one of the hardest things to do in sports. Hit a fastball or hit a golf ball. One's stationary, one's coming at you at 100 miles an hour. It's just as difficult. Isn't that amazing? Okay, Luke Williams is up. He looks to bunt, pulls the bat back. It's a ball, but I think it's a ball. Edwin Diaz comes in high and tight as Luke Williams was turning around, squaring the bunt. The ball is inside and just misses him. He almost got hit by that pitch. You got to wear it. Is that what they say? Wear it. If you see that ball coming in and you're in a 2-2 tie, wear it. Here's a steal. McCutcheon just steals second base, and we have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Top of the ninth. Mets 2, Phillies 2. Justin sitting here with me as we broadcast live on A2D Radio, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. Well, Justin, I got to tell you, it was a pleasure having you here.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. Good luck with your football this year, and come back to Ocean City and sit with us again.
All right, thank you.
All right, there he is, Justin from Westchester, as we're watching the Phillies game, broadcasting live on A2D Radio.
Do you want to sign it for him, or?
So we got a good a crowd up here on the boardwalk. As the sun goes down, we'll start to get some more. There you go, Justin. Thanks, brother.
I gotta get an autograph.
All right, man. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Good luck this year in football. All right, man. So we got Luke Williams up. 2-2 count. Top of the ninth. McCutcheon just swiped second base. We got a runner in scoring position. We're at 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. At all campus, broadcasted live in the Rant booth. Come up here, talk with me. Get whatever is you want off your chest about the sports, the Sixers, the Phillies. You name it, we're here for you. We got the Philadelphia Phillies in a 2-2 tie. We're on the boardwalk at 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City at all campus in the Rant booth. And, you know, it's a great idea. Oh, there's a foul ball, but that was a nice swing, nice cut by Luke Williams. Of course, we got nobody out. Top of the ninth, 2-2 count. We got a lot of people looking in here. That's a great thing. All campus has a great selection of hats, pro, college, Major League Baseball, NHL hockey, NFL. You name it, he's got it. Come on and see us. There's a pass ball. McCutcheon to third. Luke Williams draws a walk. We got first and third with nobody out in the top of the ninth. I'll tell you what, this makes me so happy to see the Mets self-destruct because we don't like the Mets. Luke Williams gets a walk, pass ball or wild pitch. McCutcheon to third base. We got ourselves in scoring position as the Mets have a meeting at the mound. And Maton is the next batter. Nick Maton, who came on red hot. Nick Maton was unbelievable. Like everything else, what goes up must come down. Like his batting average. Nick Maton is now struggling. They're going to keep Diaz. Edwin Diaz is going to be staying in the game. We got a first and third situation. Come on in, visit us. We're at 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey, at all campus. By the way, his cornhole boards, the game, you would not believe these boards. They're magnificent. You know, John, why don't you get me the Sixers-Phillies one? I want to show you to hold that up. You just got to come down and buy this. Look at the craftsmanship on this. This cornhole game is second to none. You look at this cornhole game, and you're going to come in. It's got the shiny vinyl, and it's really well done. And you got a great price. Just come in and see John Coyle at all campus, right up here on the boardwalk, and come to the Rant booth and get it off your mind. Now we got the Phillies. Maton popped it up. Is it a foul? Get out of play. Get out of play. Nick Maton has a 1-1 count. We got 1-1 count. We got nobody out. Second and third. This is Drew Smith is warming up in the bullpen, and Torreyes is on deck. And now joining us in the Rant booth on the boardwalk at 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. Here's Maton. He drives the ball to left field. McCutcheon tags, and he is safe as the ball is cut off. The Phillies take a 3-2 lead, and we are going to welcome into the Rant booth Chase. What's up, Chase? Hey, dude, you're a Sixers fan, and we're all disappointed. So this is the Rant booth. I've had nobody really rant. I want to hear you rant. Get it off your chest. Tell me what's wrong with the Sixers. I want some passion. We haven't seen any passion yet, and I'm pissed.
We need to trade Ben Simmons. Trade him.
Who's going to take him? Who's going to take him? See, you can say that. You guys can all say that, but we got to. Ooh, Luke Williams just steals third base. Excuse me.
Ben Simmons, terrible. He needs to work on a shot, then we'll be a little.
Chase, here's the thing, buddy. Who's going to take him? Who's going to take him?
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if no one takes him.
What are we gonna trade for him? We're gonna trade like 10 basketballs, to some tape, and maybe a couple towels for the locker room.
Sounds like a good deal, if I'm being honest.
Chase, where are you from?
Like Philly area, like Collegeville area.
Collegeville. And
Yeah.
what are you, a high school student? College?
High school student, freshman. Well, going into sophomore.
You're gonna be a sophomore?
Yeah.
Pretty big dude. You play sports?
Yeah, basketball.
All right, so you're a big Sixers fan. It wasn't just Ben Simmons' fault.
Yeah,
Even
sure.
Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris,
Seth Curry needs to play defense.
Seth Curry. Well, listen, but not
He's
every-
good. He just needs to.
but,
Yeah.
Here's the thing. That Game 6 and Game 7, you had Tobias Harris missing layups 3 inches away from the rim. How does that happen? You're a basketball
Well,
player.
at least he's taking layups. Ben Simmons just dunked the ball. Honestly.
Ooh.
Honestly.
The owner of All Campus is a big Ben Simmons fan. Why don't you unload on him?
Yeah, I don't know why. Ben Simmons is my fan. I'm sorry, dude. He's just not. He's not my kind of guy. Definitely not my favorite player.
You know, Chase, you might have a career in radio and television.
I would
This
look
is pretty
into
cool.
it.
Could you imagine
My dream job is have Shaq's job.
Shaq?
Yeah,
Well,
he's
first
got
of
a
all,
pretty good job.
you got to win a couple championships and be 7'2". By the way, I saw Shaq in the airport at LAX a few years back, and I was like, I looked at him like I couldn't believe it. He was huge.
Yeah, he's a
I think
pretty
he came
big
up
dude.
to his like midsection.
Yeah, he's a pretty big dude.
But Hack-a-Shaq started the fouling when you have a guy that can't shoot foul shots. The strategy's fine. I mean, if I'm the other opposing team, I'm going to use that strategy.
Yeah, well, honestly, in my opinion, going into that series, knowing Trae Young can shoot, why not step up? They're just letting him pull from wherever he wanted to.
You know, how about this for a travesty? Trae Young wasn't an all-star this year.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You know that? He was not an all-star. Ben Simmons was an all-star. So who's making these decisions? I mean, how can there are people that are in the know that know basketball are telling us how great and telling us that Ben Simmons is a generational player, and he makes the all-star, and a guy like Trae Young doesn't? What are
Ben
these
Simmons
people watching?
Ben Simmons rookie year, they were comparing him to LeBron. I thought that was bogus.
Chase, for the life of me, I can't figure out these people that evaluate talent. Did they not know that he has a character flaw or some type of phobia of taking shots?
Most of the time, I think they're clueless, if I'm being honest.
So that's what we want you to be,
Yeah.
honest. That's why we're here in the Rant booth.
Yeah, honestly. But, all right, Trae Young, he's a good player. He just needs to watch his mouth. He's doing all that showboating, all those, push-ups and stuff on the court. You're a good player. Just don't show off like that.
Well, you know what? In
that's
this
so
day and
pointless.
age, I got to tell you.
Trying to get in people's
Look,
heads.
let's look at baseball. You know, baseball nowadays, the pitcher gives up a home run. You got Odubel flipping his bat. You got the guy
It's showboating.
Tatis out in San Diego.
Oh, MLB loves him.
Oh, come on, man.
They love him.
So you even see pitchers now striking people out going like this, like giving the shimmy.
Did you see that one dude? He struck a dude out, almost hit him in the face. They put the sword away. and stuff
Yeah,
like
put
that.
the sword away. So I think
Yeah.
people are showboating, and I think it's just the way it is nowadays.
What do you think about DeGrom? Overrated or underrated? Or perfectly rated?
No, I mean, he's won 2 Cy Youngs. By the way, you realize
Gotta be 3.
he's going to be, what's that?
Gotta be 3.
Well, it might be. You know, the Phillies just ended his 31-inning streak of not letting a score a run.
Yeah, I
Today,
know.
the Phillies broke that streak, and we scored. Now we got 3. We're up 3-2.
He's disgusting. He came in drafted as a shortstop, and then had Tommy John surgery, and he's still throwing over hundreds. I think that's crazy.
Yeah, I think they might have tweaked that arm a little bit too much.
A little bit.
What do you think? Do you think there's some malfeasance going on in there?
He throws. If I'm being honest, he throws gas. That's nothing like I've seen before.
Chase, who's your favorite Sixer?
Probably Embiid. If I'm being
By the
honest.
way, you know what? Listen to this. I don't know if you saw on social media, but Joel Embiid has been seen in Margate. He's in Margate,
Seriously?
New Jersey tonight, vacation. And maybe, who knows, maybe he could be in the boardwalk in Ocean City tonight.
He went up to this pizza place up by where I live. You know Collegeville Bakery?
Not real. I'm not familiar with the area.
He came up there. All these famous people come up there, all that. It's pretty cool. In my
Well, I
opinion.
got to tell you, Joel Embiid, I mean, he averaged, I think, 30 points, 10 rebounds.
In the series?
10 for the series, for the playoffs. I mean, he did his job. And he's the generational player, not Ben
yeah.
Simmons.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, with these people, like you said, who are these people making these decisions based on why? What do they watch? They watch maybe a 1-year sample size at LSU. They got to know the player. They got to know what type of character he has
and his potential.
And they got to factor it all in.
Yeah, I know.
Don't tell me that he's oh, jeez.
What an error.
Right through the wickets. Reese Hoskins with another era.
Terrible.
You can't even, I mean,
You're a professional player messing up ground balls.
another era. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I know. I know T-ballers that can feel that.
By the way, we have a
Oh yeah,
poll.
wait. What do you think about the Damian Lillard trade?
For Ben Simmons?
For Ben Simmons.
I don't think if you were Portland, would you do that?
Yeah, true. I'd
Would you
pay
do
him
that?
more.
Think about this,
But-
guys. You got to put yourself in the other team's general manager's shoes. You're gonna have to throw something in.
Well,
All right,
he said-
listen. We got a poll question. Our poll question is: will Ben Simmons be in a Sixers uniform next year? Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
He won't be.
The fans want him out. I don't think any fan would want to come to a Sixers game if Ben Simmons performing like
Will
that.
Ben Simmons, if they can't move him, will he be able to flourish? Will he be able to succeed with the amount of pressure that's on him?
Right now, no. We already saw it in the series this last series. We just saw that he folds under pressure. He
By the
won't
way,
be able to do anything.
we got Hector. This is funny. We got Hector Neris is in the game. 1-1 count. Nobody out. Man on first because of an error by Reese Hoskins. And Teddy WW3 has just made a comment. Philly stink. Worst defensive team I've seen in my lifetime. I can't argue with that.
What's up, Timmy?
I can't argue with that. We got a barn burner. We got Hector Neris in, who's blown his 5th save a couple nights ago. 2-1 count, 3-2. The Phillies are winning. Bottom of the 9th. All right? Here's the pitch. Ball 3.
He's not clutch. He did it last game, too.
Talk about running somebody out of town. Let's get him out of town.
Honestly.
We
need some better pitching.
Do you think the Phillies are going to win this game?
I don't know. Their pitching's a little off, but
He looks like look at Neris.
he recently blew 2 outs.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at Neris' face. Does that remind you of Ben Simmons? Right now, look at it. Pressure.
He's all nervous.
Situation.
He's sweaty. He's all nervous.
Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice. We got a
That's good
3-2
placement.
count.
That's good placement.
Looked like a split right there. We'll keep you for one more pitch, Chase. I really appreciate you coming up to the Rant booth. Now you get 10% off. You spent 10 minutes with me. You also get yourself a locker room
Oh,
sticker for yourself right there.
thank you.
Let's see what we got. We have here's the 3-2 pitch. Here's the stretch. And the 3-2 pitch. Popped him
popped up.
It's going to get out of play.
That's how to play.
All right, Chase. Thank you, sir.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. And come back and see us again.
I will.
There it is, Chase. I think manager Joe Girardi looks like he has the look of disgust on his face as Reese Hoskins lets one go right through the wickets. Another error. All right, let's bring our next guest in here. Ball gets away from JT Romuto. The Mets now have first and second. Nobody out. Hector Neris on the hill. Doesn't look good. And let's welcome into the Rant booth, Dom.
Hello.
What's up, Dom?
What's up? Nothing.
Hey, Dom, you're from Philly?
Yes.
And you're good friends with Chase, it looks like.
Yeah.
What sport do you play?
Basketball.
All right, so you're obviously a Phillies Sixers fan?
Yes.
Who's your favorite player?
Embiid, easily.
All right, so Embiid's your favorite player. You want to see Ben Simmons go?
I do, but I don't think he's gonna go.
Is there a possibility that the Sixers can rehabilitate him and turn him into a serviceable? Because let's look at this. The regular season, Ben Simmons gets his triple doubles. Right?
He's great.
He's 6'10". He's on the All-Star team.
Yes.
When the playoffs come,
He gets nervous. Yeah.
Something happens. What's happening?
I think his confidence is just very low. I think when he misses a couple shots and the fans start booing at him, because Philly is, tough fans, and I think they get to him. So I think that's why he plays bad, because his confidence gets very low.
See, Dom, you know what I think? I think that he's afraid of failure.
Same.
I think that his confidence. I don't want to call him a choker. I don't even think he has ever done anything when the lights are brightest on him.
Yeah.
I mean, regular season, that's regular season. But in the playoffs, when it matters, crawls up with a ball, he goes into a hole.
Yeah, he's scared to shoot. And I think it's better to shoot and miss than just not shoot at all, and your team have no chance of getting any points
There's
from
a
it.
guy with a shot 31% from the three-throw line.
Embarrassing. That's worse than Shaq. That's worse than Shaq.
You heard me say I stood in front of Shaq at the airport. I couldn't believe how big he was.
Yeah.
To be that close to the basket
And miss.
So
Embarrassing.
for you and I, how tall are you?
5'8", 5'9"-ish.
All right, and you're only a sophomore?
Yeah, I'm gonna be a
So
sophomore.
you're going to be a sophomore?
Yeah.
So you got a lot of – what size shoe do you wear?
Like 10 and a half,
You
11.
got a lot of growing to do. By the way, Kevin Pillar is up right now with man on first and second. Nobody had – Pillar hit a home run earlier.
He did.
Now, Hector Neris has blown his fifth save. His confidence is shot a la Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
What do you think is going to happen here?
I mean, earlier it was looking better, just one person on base, but now no outs, 2 people on base.
Come up and check us out. We're at 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. $10 for 10 minutes and 10% off a hat. It's a great deal. Great selection in here at all campus. We're talking with Dominic from Philadelphia. Dom, I'm a big Phillies fan. I'm a big Sixers fan. I'm 4 for 4. You 4 for 4?
What does that mean?
Phillies, Flyers, Sixers, and Eagles?
Yeah, but I don't really follow Phillies and hockey.
Okay, so you're not a baseball fan.
Nah.
Oh, here's a ball sharp shot.
Not looking good.
Torreyes stops.
Not looking good.
Torreyes,
Might be game.
base hit by Pilar. Torreyes makes the stop, saves the ball from going, stops the ball from going into the outfield. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Yeah, not looking good.
Unbelievable. All because of an error.
Yeah.
So, as if you're a teammate of Ben Simmons, if you're a teammate of Reese Hoskins, who just committed an error, is it hard for you? Like, look, sports is hard. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Everybody can win a championship. Everybody can win a championship.
Yep.
But when you see Ben Simmons not take a dunk, Reese Hoskins miss an easy ball right through his legs, what do the team think? Look what Shaq said and what Charles Barkley said about him.
I mean, you have to kind of build their confidence to make them play better, but at the same time, your confidence is shot because your team's doing bad. So put yourself in a bad situation.
Nice pitch by Neris there. He has no balls and a strike on Guillaume. How do you say that guy's last name?
I don't know. I'm not going to try.
I'm not good with that guy's last name. How do you say it? Is it Guillaume? Yeah. It's one thing about when you're on radio, Guillaume, yeah.
That's a weird
One
one.
thing when you're on radio and television, you have to be very
Yeah, you can't mess up.
at names. Do you ever think about getting on radio and TV?
I don't know. I think I would talk trash too much about certain people.
Yeah, but that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, but I don't want to make fan bases mad and to come at me,
There are people that made a living pissing people off on
Yeah.
radio. I'm not going to mention any names.
It's a great job to have.
Hey, look, if you love your job, you never work a hard day in your life.
Yeah.
As we watch Hector Neris stare into the catcher, JT Romuto. He has his sign. Here's the stretch and the 1-1 pitch. It's fouled back out of play. We got a 1-2 count. Nobody out, though, so
Not looking
he's
good.
got to work. He's got to work. I can't stand the Mets. Tom, give me a team in the NBA that you despise.
Despise the Hawks.
He's
Trae Young.
good.
Hate him.
Did you like it when he bowed in the New York Knicks series?
No. I mean,
Did
he's
you
a
like
great.
it when he made a shot from the logo, and then he did something to the logo in Atlanta.
He's a great player. I just don't like him.
What don't you like about him?
He beat the Sixers.
Would you like to have him on your team?
Yes, I would love to have him on my team.
Name me a player that you love to hate that you'd love to have on your team.
That's a good question.
Other than
LeBron. I hate him, but I would love to have him on my team.
Yeah, well, he's foul ball. He stays alive. You know what? I wouldn't want LeBron James on my team.
Why? Too old?
I have a few other issues with him, but I don't even want to talk about LeBron James. I think he's hurt the game. As great
Really?
as he is, as great as he is,
Well, with politics and stuff?
you got to keep that out.
Yeah, you do.
You got to keep it out, man. That's my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but that's how I feel. And you know what? I think that the Sixers. So I think here's another thing. I want you to answer this question.
Yes.
Ben Simmons, I don't think looks up to Joel Embiid. I would say they're equals. They're great. Ben Simmons would probably do well with LeBron James, or if he went to Golden State and played with Draymond Green and Curry.
Yeah.
These guys have got their hardware. They've won championships. He'd have to play up to their expectations, not just the coach.
Mm-hmm.
We're here on the boardwalk in Ocean City at all campus, 1028 Boardwalk. We're watching the Phillies and the Mets. The Phillies hold on to a slim 3-2 lead. Hector Neris is on the mound. He's got a 3-2 count with nobody out. Can he get this? Can he get out of the inning? It's going to be a tough row to hoe here. But here's the stretch.
This could end it right here.
And the 3-2 pitch.
Strike.
Oh,
That's a strike.
Oh, Oh!
Horrible call.
Oh,
Horrible
he
call.
walked him in.
Horrible. What's going on here?
That's a bad call.
Very bad.
That's horrible.
That cost us the game.
All right, give me another player, say, you like the NFL, right? We watch
Yeah.
the NFL?
Yeah.
Give me a player that you love to hate, but you'd like to have on your team. I got one.
Who's yours?
The JV Clowney. Right? Remember he took a cheap shot at Carson Wentz?
He's
a couple
good
years
though.
back?
He's good though.
How about that? He's a villain. Look at this ball. We're watching the replay. Catches the corner. We got robbed.
Oh, look at his face.
That's the Ben Simmons look.
Yeah, it is.
I said, and now Lindor, Lindor's up, and he's got the bases loaded. It's 3-3 tie.
I'm calling game.
Out.
I'm calling game right here.
Does he go yard?
I'm saying base hit.
Let's get a double play. Or how about a hit to the corner and we go home with it. Get a double play. All right. Well, Dominic, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Did you get a hat yet?
No, I did
All
not.
right, you get 10% off your hat. You get a sticker, too.
Thank you.
All right, man. Check
Nice.
out the locker room with Billy Schweim every Saturday and Sunday on 97.3 ESPN.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, brother. Well, I'll tell you what, this game is frustrating, disheartening. Give me some adjectives to describe it. See you guys. Thank you. Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.
Broadcasting live on the boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. 1028 Boardwalk. It's the Rant booth. And we got a lot to rant about now because the Phillies blew a 3-2 lead, a 2-2-1 lead, and now they blew a 3-2 lead. Hector Neris is on the hill at the bottom of the ninth. He's got a 1-1 count against Lindor. We need a double play. Swing and a miss. Looked like that was a split. If he can get Lindor to strike out here, then the double play ball is in play, and we can get out with a tie. But I got to tell you, it's a far way away. A lot to wish for here. Broadcasting live on the boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. We're at all campus. Come on up. Get yourself a hat. Get yourself a hat. Get yourself 10% off a hat. 10 minutes with me here in the Rant booth. And 10% off for 10 minutes. Can't go wrong. We're here in the Rant booth in Ocean City at all campus. We'll be here every Saturday night. Will the Sixers be able to trade Ben Simmons? Do you agree or disagree? The Sixers will be able to trade Ben Simmons. Do you agree or disagree? As we watch the Phillies struggle once again against the New York Mets. Here's the stretch and the 1-2 pitch to Lindor. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's a big strikeout for Hector Neris as Lindor goes down swinging. That's a huge out. And if Hector Neris can get out of this, this would be a feather in his cap. Would do a lot for his confidence, especially when Rhys Hoskins made a critical error. Once again, the Phillies defense lets us down. Let's welcome into the Rant booth another guest, Aiden.
Aiden.
How you doing,
Hello.
Aiden?
How you doing?
You're an Ocean City local, is that
Yes,
correct?
sir.
So this is the Rant booth, Aiden. What pisses you off?
The Jets.
The Jets.
Yes.
Well, the Jets probably been pissing you off since you've been born.
Yeah,
Before
well,
you were born.
we had Mark Sanchez, my favorite player, almost ever. But fumble was really bad for me.
You know, there's a former general manager of the Jets that lives here in Ocean City.
Really?
He's up on the boardwalk all the time. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but he's up here all the time. And the Jets have had some bad luck.
Yeah,
for
since
a long time.
2010 was the last time they were good.
But you're too young. You weren't around. You weren't even thought of. But in 1969,
What do you call him?
swing
The
and a
promise.
miss. Yeah, we had Joe Willie Namath, and I've had him on my show. Joe Namath was my favorite quarterback, football player of all time. I was a Joe Namath fan still, and I'm still to this day.
Yeah.
Joe Namath was cool. He was great, and he did so much for the game of football.
I think
But
that
I think he left a curse with the Jets.
yeah, he might have, but at least he got us that one ring. And for the longest time, I lived by a bunch of Eagles fans, and that's the one thing I could hold over them, that the Jets won a Super
Yeah, but
Bowl.
now the Eagles have a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
And the Eagles have been in 2 Super Bowls. You've only been in 1.
yeah, undefeated, never lost.
Oh, is that how you look at it? So let me ask you a question. Why are you a Jets fan? Why, if you live in Ocean City, you're from this area, swing and a miss. Who's I can't tell who's up the bat right
it
now.
might be Conforto.
Is that Conforto?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So
Nice pitch.
I don't-
Are you a Phillies fan?
no,
You like the Mets?
no,
You like the Yankees?
yeah. I was born and raised.
Are you born and raised here?
Yeah. Well, I was born in Manahawkin, New Jersey.
Okay, so you're
A little bit norther than here, but still South Jersey. Still should have been a Phillies.
Do
And
you go to Ocean City High School?
yes, sir.
Okay. I had on my show today in the locker room with Billy Schweim. You know who I had on my show?
Who?
Tommy Finnegan.
T. Finn. Yeah.
Hey,
Big
T. Finn on today.
Vanderbilt.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Nah, it's
No, is that-
1-2 pitch.
I thought that was
It might have been a foul tip.
that a foul tip? Did he foul it? I can't see from here.
Who knows? He's the one who leaned into a pitch and got the game winner. So anything could happen when Conforto's in the batter's box.
So how did you become how come you're not a Phillies fan? How come are you an Eagles fan? Are you not
No,
an Eagles
I'm a
fan?
Jets fan.
How about basketball?
See, I don't have a basketball team, but like my family bought a house in Scottsdale, Arizona, a couple years ago.
So you like the
So I
Suns.
started the Suns. But like,
Uh-oh. Here's a ball to center field. Here comes the
A
the
doable?
winning run.
safe.
The
Game
Mets
over. Lose.
win in the
Oh, yeah.
bottom of the ninth on a sacrifice fly by Conforto, and the Mets beat the Phillies 4-3 in another disappointing loss, another era, and another blown save for Hector Neris, his 6th. And the misery continues for the Philadelphia fans.
See, that's what happens. They got to trade him, just like Ben Simmons. Trade Hector Neris.
So if you're the general manager for another baseball team,
Oh, I'm not.
you want Hector Neris?
Nah, actually, just cut him. Just cut him. He's so
Let
bad.
him go.
Let him go. No one's gonna sign him. He's not gonna pull some big string.
I'm gonna hang this on Ben Simmons. I'm gonna hang this on Ben Simmons too. This is Ben Simmons' fault. This is Ben Simmons' fault that they lost. That the Phillies lost today.
Yeah,
You
probably.
know that?
Yeah.
Ben Simmons didn't. That
Miss-
wasn't Reese Hoskins out there at first base. That was Ben Simmons that made the error.
Yeah.
So we have a Philadelphia Phillies team that can't get out of its own way.
See, that's what the thing. Same thing with the Yankees. It's not necessarily the bats, but it's the pitching, and they can't finish. They can't finish the games.
I saw a post on social media. I don't know what site it was on, but it was a picture of Carson Wentz with Ben Simmons in Ben Simmons' uniform.
Yeah.
Well, now we need to see Reese Hoskins with that head.
Oh my
Ben
God.
Simmons, number 23 or whatever.
25.
25. Let me ask you a question, Aiden.
Yeah.
We have a poll.
Yeah.
Do you think Ben Simmons are the Phillies going to trade Ben Simmons, or are they going to?
I think the Sixers should trade him. Now, whether it's for a 3-point shooter, maybe Klay Thompson, maybe being able to get
You think they're not gonna get rid of
I think they get rid of Klay Thompson for the right price.
him at Gold State?
Yep, I think Ben Simmons, maybe Shake Milton, maybe even Matisse Thybulle.
Yeah, you'd have to package that deal off.
And if it'd probably be a better trade if Thybulle can be a 3-and-D player, but we haven't seen his shooting. It's all defense right there.
So what makes you think? Remember, here's one thing that we have to concern ourselves. Ben Simmons has 4 years and $146 million left on his contract. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah, I know, but you got to find a team that needs a NBA-ready point guard or power forward because, honestly, I think that's what they're doing wrong. They're putting him at point guard. They expect so much from him, but if you move him to power forward and put Maxey in the starting lineup, You have an NBA caliber 2-point shot in Maxi, and you have Ben Simmons in the paint or by the paint for an easy point.
I don't know. By the way, we have somebody just chimed in here on YouTube. He said Jets suck just like Hector.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Somebody's razzing you there, Aiden.
I don't disagree. I mean, the Jets suck. Hopefully, they can pull it around. Zach Wilson, Elijah Moore, even Michael Carter.
Hey, we're broadcasting live on A2D Radio, streaming live on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Come on in, spend 10 minutes with me in the Rant booth. Get 10% off your hat. And 10 minutes here in the booth.
Yes.
10, 10, and 10. $10, 10 minutes, 10% off. You can't go wrong.
Nah, you
What
really
hat are you going
can't.
to buy today?
I don't know. I'm looking at Cardinals hat.
St. Louis Cardinals?
Nah, Arizona.
Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
So that's your
I-
football team.
Nah, I'm a Jets fan, but like
Right, you're confusing me.
So I have a
You're all
house.
over the place.
I have a house in Phoenix, Arizona. So my parents are moving out there full time, and
Are
then
you going to graduate from Ocean City High School?
yes, and then I'll most likely go to either Arizona State University or the University of
Now,
Arizona.
what sport do you play?
I play lacrosse and soccer.
Okay, you're a soccer player.
Yeah.
Tomorrow on the program, you got to check out the locker room with Billy Schweim because tomorrow morning, I'm going to have another Ocean City pitcher on my show.
You gonna have Gannon?
Gannon Brady will be on, and he'll be on around 10:15. So because he's working at the Burt's Beach.
Oh, Bert. Yeah.
He works with John Millar.
Yeah.
So we'll have him.
Big time pitcher right
yeah,
there.
big time. Did you
Fordham
go to any of those
commit.
games?
Yeah.
I went to the mainland game. That was unbelievable.
There.
Is that a big crowd there?
Yeah, I think Ocean City was just glad to finally get a win or another defeating win over Mainland, just like football this year, 63-0.
Was that what the score was?
Yep. Mainland did not have a shot. Joe Rapetti, starting quarterback,
So Petty's-
balled out in that
Petty's
game.
the quarterback.
Rapetti.
I'm sorry, I was saying Bob
Yeah.
Petty from or Chase Petty from
Yeah.
Mainland. He's the catcher for Ocean City.
Yes,
yeah,
he
He
is.
had a great game.
Yeah. He gunned the kid out at third, the bottom of the 12th or something.
Yeah, I didn't get this. My brother watched that game. I wasn't able to watch it, but it was a great run for the Ocean City Red Raiders.
Yeah, and Coach Mr. Bristol, great guy. Really deserved this win, and really great coach for the Ocean City program.
Hey, we're broadcasting live on A2D Radio. We're up here live on the boardwalk, 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. Come up here, spend 10 minutes with me here in the Rant booth. Get off your chest, whatever it is you want to talk about. I know the Sixers, are very disappointing. A lot of people have a lot of things they want to talk about the Sixers. I'm just perplexed at how 3 years in a row now.
You're listening to Joel, trust the process, but after 3 years, almost the same ending, what process are you getting to?
What process? What is there? Exactly.
Eastern Conference exit process right there.
Well, in 2018, we lost to the Celtics.
Yeah.
2019, eliminated by the Raptors.
That was luck. You can't
Well,
put
I
any
think
of that.
the 3 bounce.
Yeah, you can't put anything on the Sixers about
Yeah,
that.
they can. They lost the series.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, they could have won.
Ben Simmons didn't play particularly well in
Nah.
that series either.
Ben Simmons hasn't played particularly well in the playoffs.
Yeah, he hasn't played well at all. He's horrible.
Yeah.
He's non-existent. But we're existent here. We're up here on the boardwalk. Beautiful night here in Ocean City, New Jersey. Are you a surfer?
Yeah.
So you probably know my nephews, Colin and Cody Schweim.
Schweim, I feel like
they're
heard
in
of
eighth
him.
grade.
Yeah, I might have heard
What
of
grade
him.
are you?
I'm a junior. I'm going into senior year.
Okay, yeah. So Colin and Cody, they're big surfers.
Yeah.
And they both work
This-
in preps.
They work at Preps.
Preps Pizza.
Where they serve 7th Street.
They surf all over the place. These guys are good surfers. But I'm sure you have a lot of friends that are
Yeah.
good surfers. You live at the beach, you surf.
You
right?
don't even got to be a good surfer. You can just go out there, have some fun, have some friends,
Just chill and enjoy the
the fresh air.
fresh air, the waves.
Yeah.
You're one with nature.
You really are in Ocean City. You can't go wrong.
All right, so Aiden, before we let you go, let's get this straight. You're a Jets fan.
Yeah.
You're a Cardinals.
I'm not a
So you're
Cardinals.
Jets, the whole Jets, Suns,
I'm also a Yankees fan
Yankees.
and a Rangers fan.
How about that for the map? You're like this, all over the map.
Well, yeah, you got New York, New Jersey,
and where you're
and Phoenix.
Okay.
well, Arizona, yeah. But I don't know. Hopefully the Suns can pull it off. Don't know if they can, but fingers crossed.
All right, we're Aiden. Anything else you want to get off your chest? I'll let you go. Come on, get mad.
Rare take. I think Zach Wilson takes the Jets 10-7.
Zach Wilson.
They make the playoffs as the 7th seed in the new bracket, 7th seed, but they still lose.
All right, so make sure we're going to be here all summer long. You can come anytime you want, but make sure that you come back at the beginning of football season.
Yes.
Beginning of football
Yes, sir.
season. In September. We hope to be doing it throughout September.
I'll be wearing my Zach Wilson jersey.
And we'll get you on again.
All right,
man.
see you, man.
Thanks, Aiden. And by the way, Aiden, not only do you get the 10% off, you also get a locker room sticker.
Thank you.
Thanks. There's Aiden from Ocean City. Ocean City local, stopping in, checking it out. Rant. He got a little hot. I love it. We're broadcasting live up here on the boardwalk. 1028 Boardwalk, all campus. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter TV. Come on up and rant. Get it off your chest. The Phillies drop. The Phillies lose again. 35-39 to the stinking Mets. I have to win the game tomorrow or I owe my good friend Jeff Dowling another lunch. Right now I'm in the hole, one lunch. Jeff and I bet. I take the Phillies. He takes the Mets. Every series I have to do it, and I did it again. And I don't want to have to pay him another lunch. But the Mets defeat the Phillies this afternoon. 4-3. Hector Neris blows another save. We're broadcasting live up here on the boardwalk at all campus. We at the Rant booth here. Come into the Rant booth, talk about your favorite sports. Get it off your chest. You want to complain about the Sixers or the Phillies losing to the Mets again today? A horrible display of defense once again. And let's bring in the owner of the all campus hat store on the boardwalk, John Coyle. John, I'm pissed off, John.
I can't believe we watched another blown save.
Another one. Not all his fault.
Well, another, and I said it earlier today, the worst corner infield in all of baseball, and it showed its ugly head yet again.
I cannot believe that there has to be someone else that Girardi can put in there. The guy's got a confidence like Ben Simmons on the foul line.
Nah,
he's horrible, John.
He is the guy that we have. He when he's hot, he's hot. It's just defensively, he's a liability.
Johnny just blew a 6 save.
Oh, you're talking about Naris?
Yeah.
Naris is done.
No, I made it in comparison to
Naris needs to be done. I thought Girardi came out and said that he was going to go away from Naris at the end of the games. And here we are, a day later. We see him again in the ninth.
Was Arenado? I guess he wasn't available.
Alvaro, or however you say his name, I can't pronounce it. Yeah, I don't know, but I thought that was going to be the guy, and it wasn't the guy, and it was another blown save.
We have a couple of messages up here on the board. A Nitro Freak says Gabe Kapler ain't looking so bad now. You know what?
I can't do that. Yeah, I can't do that.
He's too metrosexual for me.
I can't do that.
Well, here's the thing. He's got great pitching. He's got great hitting. I mean, the band leader could take that team to a championship.
I also said the same thing when Gabe Kapler was in. It's got to be the hardest thing to coach when it comes down to the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th innings of Phillies baseball games. You literally are throwing a dart at your board, and whoever it hits, you can't depend on them. They're going to blow it. There's nobody, absolutely nobody that we can turn to.
San Francisco, by the way, for you Gabe Kapler fans, they are the best team in baseball at 48-26.
Well, the Dodgers are the best team in baseball.
Not right now.
Not right now. Mathematically, yes, but.
By the way, the Dodgers got no hit the other night.
Dodgers got to be the favorite, though.
We're broadcasting live on the boardwalk up here at all campus. 1028 Boardwalk. Come on up. We get the Rant booth. $10 to Rant. 10% off. 10 minutes we're here to rant with me in the booth.
Yeah, and we're having a little lull right now. Everyone's getting dinner. We're not getting anyone in line right now, but I'm sure we'll pick up in the next half hour. We had some great guests coming on.
Actually, the rants were a little bit more
mean.
robust. No, because remember last week we did this. Everybody was like, they came in here, hey, how you doing? Talking, they weren't getting anything off their chest.
Everyone, well, we lost now.
So, but the concept is great. But it's great when the teams lose, like the Phillies and the Sixers. We're losing.
Oh, it's
now.
Not great when they lose.
But it's going to be great when they win.
That's true.
Because listen, when I was on the radio doing my show when the Eagles were on the way to winning the Super Bowl, the calls that I received, the passionate, spirited conversation that we had, emotion, was phenomenal. People talked about their fathers, their mothers that had passed, spent their whole lifetime wanting to see the Eagles win a Super Bowl, and they had just passed, or they get an opportunity to see it. It was unbelievable.
Philadelphia fandom is handed down family to family to family. It's generational, and the best time, as everyone knows, I go to a lot of games. The best time I was at was 08 series when I'm hugging strangers when we're winning. You're just high-fiving everyone. Everyone's there for the same exact purpose, the same exact reason, and it's just electric.
Speaking of hugging people that you don't know, complete strangers, I will never forget when the Eagles beat the I think it was the Atlanta Falcons to go to the Super Bowl.
Correct.
Snowing, freezing cold. I think it was New Year's Eve.
The goal line stand.
I will never forget the euphoric feeling of being in those stands. Popcorn, food, beer, everything, jumping up, hugging strangers, high-five, crying, tears of joy. There's nothing like
that. Happens in Philadelphia. It doesn't happen much else. I go to Boston all the time, and it's just not – it's not the same feeling. They just don't have the same passion as Philadelphia fans. I know we get a bad rap for being passionate, but we are by far the best fans that we have. And, when our teams are bad like they are now, we let people hear and we let people know.
There are a few other cities that I think are very passionate. I think New York. Would you say New York?
I wouldn't say that. I don't say they're passionate. I say they're fair weather. If they're good, they're good. If they're bad, they stop.
John, you think the New York fans are fair weather?
I do. I think they're lucky to have the money that they have, and they buy championships. They don't go and through.
We're talking about the fans.
I think the fans are spoiled. They expect greatness every year. We know years of failure.
Yeah, but they have the Giants, who haven't done anything in quite some time. The Mets haven't done anything in a long time. The Yankees probably.
The Yankees are to me. Yankees are the spoiled fans.
One Stanley Cup in
That's true.
recent memory.
That's true, and they do have the Mecca. The Madison Square Gardens is the Mecca. That's the ultimate place. Old Yankee Stadium was the Mecca before they tore it down. So there is a lot of nostalgia in those cities.
How about the Dodgers? The Dodgers fans, are they as passionate?
Anyone in California is not passionate about anything.
You're right. Everybody's from somewhere else. Same like in Florida. Like I never thought the Panthers, the hockey team would.
They no offense. They get fans, but they don't deserve it. Philadelphia fans deserve it.
Tampa Bay Lightning going into the Stanley Cup. They have a great fan base?
They don't have a big fan base, but I guess they are loyal to what they are. Yeah.
Hey, Provi215 says it's embarrassing knowing that when the Phils have the lead, you're never safe.
Never safe. Absolutely never safe. And it's not, we can't yell, oh, get Naris out of there. Okay, fine. We get Naris out of there. Who are you putting in? You still don't feel safe.
Dave Dombrowski's got to make a move. Right now we're sitting at 35.
What are you going to make 5 moves? Because even if you make 1 move, I still don't feel safe with anyone else.
Bryce Harper said the other day that he wants Dombrowski to improve this team because he thinks they've got a good nucleus in place.
I think they do, but this bullpen has been an issue now for years. It's not just once. And we did 2 years ago. We tried to go get spend money, right? We went out and got Robertson. We went out and got a couple other guys. It didn't work out. You can't throw money at it. It's scouting. Every team, Tampa Bay is a perfect example. Their bullpen is electric.
Yes. And they did it
And they have no money.
They have no money. They don't have a
It's scouting.
Talk about a lack of a fan base.
Right, exactly.
I mean, everybody's from
Yeah.
somewhere else, but yet they keep producing players.
Every one of their guys throws 100 and dots outside corners. We don't have one of those guys. We don't have one.
So let's turn our attention back to the NBA because I do have a couple of questions that I want to ask you. We do have I believe we have the Suns and Clippers.
Suns Clippers tonight at 9 o'clock. We will be off the air for it, but yeah.
But I want to start talking about the Atlanta Hawks because one of our ranters talked about the Hawks and about Trae Young.
Yeah.
By the way, the Bucks shut down Trae Young last night. 15 points.
Yeah.
Why couldn't the Sixers do that?
Oh, I don't know. I do know the numbers with Ben Simmons on him, and Trae Young wasn't impressive. He hurt us when we got the switch and had Seth on him or Toby. And then when Thibault came in, Thibault did not play the type of defense in that series that we are accustomed to or expected. And I think that showed and it hurt.
Were you shocked when the Atlanta Hawks took Game 1 from the Bucks?
I was at that game, and I was shocked.
No, you were at Game 1 with the Hawks and Bucks?
I was at every game. Yep.
You went down to Atlanta?
No, the Hawks and
Bucks.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Sixers. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, the Hawks and Bucks.
I said, were you shocked when the Hawks beat the Bucks?
No, I wasn't shocked. The Bucks don't have anyone to stop Trae. I think Trae will go off on them. I know he had a rough game last night, but I think he will go off on them. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Hawks win. No.
I'm telling you, I think this is a team of destiny. Got a good lineup, man.
Could be. They got a good lineup. Every single one of their guys is tall. Every single one of their guys can shoot.
They're not as big as the Sixers.
They're a pretty big team.
Capella's only 6'9", 6'10".
Who?
Capella, he's their center.
Yeah, I mean, they're small in center, but Gallinari's tall. Herter's tall. All their Trae Young's their small guy, but everyone else is tall, and they can all shoot.
By the way, Nitro Freak just put a post up. He said, you can put literally anyone else in for Neris. If you lose, you lose. It looks bad knowing Neris can't get it done and still giving him the nod.
I get it. I just don't know who else you turn to. I mean, we have seen Neris at times be okay and go on a nice little run and have some saves. He's got one of the nastiest pitches in the game. That splitter, when he's on, it's one of the nastiest pitches in the game.
It's a big if.
It's a huge if. It's a huge if.
You know what? I am tired of Ben Simmons. I'm sorry. Something about me. I don't have the disdain for Neris that I do for Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
But both of them got to go.
I'm in agreement with you. I think it's time for both of them to go. Like I said, I'm a huge Ben Simmons fan, and I'm not a huge Neris fan, but I don't know where else to turn. I don't know who else you could put in there to even maybe have a chance. It's just it's pathetic.
Dave Dombrowski's got his work cut out for him. I just hope that the Phillies are buyers, not sellers. Look, as bad as it is, what are we, 6 games out now?
It's 6 games out now, but I don't. If you buy one bullpen guy, do you really think that's going to change us? It's not. You got to get at least 3, and I don't think we have the chips to get 3 quality guys.
Well, you know what? Archie Bradley came in and pitched well the other night. Let's face it, he hasn't been in that much.
Yeah.
And so we don't really. I think the jury's
He's been hurt a lot.
Yeah, he's been hurt a lot. I think the jury's still out on him.
Yeah, that's one guy. I guess that's okay.
I like Ranger
Suarez is okay. Right. Yeah. I just don't trust those guys in the ninth.
Isn't all that bad. I mean, he's had his moments.
He's horrible.
You think he's horrible?
He's horrible. There's no one else. I think we're going to be sellers. I wouldn't mind. I do. I wouldn't mind seeing maybe if DD's healthy, he could go.
We're up here on the boardwalk in Ocean City, 1028 Boardwalk at all campus. Come on up. We got the Rant booth going here tonight. We'll be here each and every Saturday night from 6 to 9. We got when the Phillies are broadcasting, or if there's a Stanley Cup game or an NBA game, we will be watching it, calling it, talking to people that want to come into the Rant booth. Come on up to the Boardwalk in Ocean City, 1028 Boardwalk, right here, right next to Playland.
Yeah, this is a perfect location. I mean, we're right next to everything. We got Three Brothers Pizza, which in my opinion is the best pizza on the boardwalk. You got the rides right behind us. The atmosphere is electric here. When the sun goes down, you get perfect view.
The bases were loaded with Neris on the mound. We had a whole crowd here.
Yeah, and that happens every single night. Every single night here at All Campus, no matter what game's on. We can't close the doors until the game's over. We got to stay open until as late as the game's on.
Come on up to the Boardwalk. We're here at the Rant booth on the Boardwalk at 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. Come spend 10 minutes with me, $10. You get 10% off your hat. You got come get it off your chest, whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, there's a huge selection of hats. We have every team in here. We have every college in here that you could want. You get 10% off. You come on, talk with us, have fun. Great atmosphere. The cornhole boards are great. Yeah, I mean, we're selling them for $250. You come on, you get 25% off.
So these,
Thank you.
So one day I was out in the parking lot. I saw a lady walking out. She had just purchased one, and she was like, "I went to price these up. That's a great price."
Yeah, we get that all the time. You get people that go by, and I tell them what the price is. They say they'll be back. They come back, and I've already sold the one that they wanted.
Oh, is that right?
And it happens all the time. No layaway plan here. Come and take, or it's going to go.
Right. We're here on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey, at All Campus on the Boardwalk in the Rant booth. Come on up, talk sports with me. I'm surprised we don't have more Sixers. People just come in and just really go off on the Sixers.
Yeah, I thought we would have a lot more of people getting a little bit angry at Ben.
The people that we've had have been great.
They have been.
I haven't seen the negativity, the passion, the Philadelphia type anger. Because let's face it, we were disappointed, let down. I can't think of a million adjectives to describe how you felt after that Sixers defeat. It's a travesty, man.
Yeah, the fan base here is at its wits' ends with this team. The process did not work. We need to restart whatever process we're going to go with next and try again.
We're here on the Boardwalk in All Campus. 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. Come up. $10 off your hat. 10 minutes with me for $10. You can't go wrong. Twitch TV, Facebook, YouTube. Come talk to me about the Sixers. Get it off your chest. I want to hear people get mad. I want to hear people get pissed. Ben Simmons, he's a lightning rod, controversial figure.
He seems to be the biggest controversy going in Philadelphia right now.
Is he a coward?
He's coming off as one. Yeah, he's coming off as one. Yeah, I don't know. It's mental midget, as they say.
Choke artist?
Yeah, it's something's got to be unblocked with that guy.
Hey, for $9.99 a month, you become a member of A2D. We give away great giveaways, picks, discounts, and more. Follow the link. It's posted right on the website.
Yeah.
A2D Radio.
Money Pot, they give away some great daily bets that will win you guys some money. So join for $9.99. You're going to make your money back. You're going to make your money back getting the 20% off here at All Campus on your favorite hats, your favorite shirts, your favorite cornhole team. Like you get the boards, you get the whole set. You're going to make your money back, guys. $9.99. It's well worth it.
By the way, John, I've got to make a confession.
Okay.
Got to make a confession.
Live on the radio. Here we go.
Live on A2D. You know my philosophy that when I bet, I'm a jinx. I can't win any money, right?
Yes, it is.
So my philosophy is if I want the Phillies to win, I take the Mets, right?
Okay.
I bet the Mets.
Yep.
I did that. I won the doubleheader. I won one, lost one, and
Yep.
I won, right?
Okay.
I didn't want to tell anybody.
Well,
I'm making a confession.
I'm letting you know that after this show, you're buying dinner.
Don't get carried away, John. I may buy an ice cream. But I got a confession to make along these lines. The Sixers, Game 7.
Oh, no, Billy.
I took the Sixers.
You didn't. You
Because
didn't.
you know why? I was so convinced that this Sixers team was going to beat the Hawks at home,
Yeah.
where the home team wins like 90-something percent, 87% of the time.
And would you ever have thought we would have lost three home
And
games in that
because-
series?
Right, and because they had already lost 2 at home,
Yeah.
my heart, I wanted the Sixers to win. I couldn't bet against them in Game 7.
I couldn't do it either. I took the Sixers, and I paid for it also.
I lost. We lost.
Yeah.
It's my fault.
Well, I like hearing that a lot better than I hear Ben Simmons' fault.
No, he really let us down. And you know what?
The whole team let us down. Joel had 8 turnovers. We don't talk about that enough.
You know what's a tough pill to swallow, though, John? Is the fact that the people, the fans, are so passionate and so invested in
Yeah.
the outcome of these games. And you got a guy like Ben Simmons who looks like he doesn't care.
Does not care, but I think that goes for every major athlete.
No.
You get some that care. The great ones care.
And by the way,
The
I
great
don't
ones
know-
care.
The great ones care. He's not great.
No, he's definitely
He's
not
great.
there.
And you
He's
know what? I
definitely
know-
not there.
You know, I know you and my brother got into it really big time.
Yes,
You're a
we
Ben
did.
Simmons fan.
Yes, we do.
But you can't sit there with a straight face today and tell me that he's a generational player.
I cannot defend him today. No, I can't defend him today. I still am on the side of not trading him, but I cannot defend him today.
We're here on the boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey, at all campus in the Rant booth, broadcasting live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch TV, or Facebook, or would I leave one out? Twitter.
Twitter,
I'm
yep.
sorry, Twitter. We're
Anywhere you
broadcasting-
could get your podcast.
Anywhere you get your podcast. We're broadcasting live on EQD Radio. It's a great platform to come up and get whatever is on your mind off your chest about the Sixers, the Phillies blowing another
Oh, my gosh.
close game to the New York Mets. This has got to hurt. Especially to our neighbor, 90 miles, 80 miles to the north?
Yeah, a rival. It stings even more when you lose to a rival.
All right, I want to tell you a couple games that I have attended where it really hurt to be a Philly fan.
Okay.
I'll never forget when the Giants came into town. The Eagles got off to a 35-0 lead in the first half.
What year are we looking at here?
It was at the Link, so it wasn't all that long ago. Maybe, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago.
Okay.
Philly Eagles are beating the Giants 35-0 at halftime. I'll never forget the people in front of me. I said, I bet that game. I got this in the bag. We're going to win. The lady turned around and looked at me with the kiss it like
You ruined it.
the stink eye. She said, shut up. You're going to jinx them.
You're going to ruin it.
Giants came back and won. Eli Manning threw a touchdown pass to, I think, who's the Cleveland receiver? What's his name?
Odell
Beckham.
Yep.
And they won the game.
Oh, that's the life of a Philly fan.
How about this game? How about the Phillies or the Eagles losing to the Tampa Bay Bucks at the Vet, the last game of the Vet?
Oh, that's a good game to be at.
If they won, they go to Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They lose to John Gruden and the Bucks.
Was that the
That was freezing
Rondell
cold.
Barber
Yeah, the
interception game?
interception, right? Here's the thing. Remember, they made so much about the weather. It was freezing cold. And Tampa Bay, like if you look at the statistics, Tampa Bay trying to play in that type of environment was like 0-something.
Yeah.
Did it matter?
No.
Oh, we're watching the
College World
World
Series.
Series, Texas and Mississippi State, and the left fielder just made an amazing attempt to catch the ball. He didn't get it, but wow, what a play!
Yeah, I think we got Texas and Mississippi State going on right now.
Mississippi State, come up to the Rant booth. We're having a lot of fun here. $10, 10% off your hat. 10 minutes with me here in the Rant booth. Talk about the Sixers. Talk about the Phillies blowing another save opportunity. Hector Neris once again lets us down. Ben Simmons-esque.
Is that going to be the new saying in Philadelphia?
You know what you Ben Simmons me.
Yeah, is
That
that
means you
going to be
didn't show
it?
up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man, don't give me the Ben Simmons treatment.
You passed me off onto somebody?
Don't score. You can't score in the fourth. You get Ben Simmons. You know, there's there's a few players in this city, the city of Philadelphia, that are infamous, not famous, but infamous.
Okay.
Because of what they've said or how they acted,
I got one for you.
what they've done. You go first.
Mitch Williams. Mitch Williams will always be my my scapegoat.
Scapegoat.
Yes.
Mitch Williams. I got one for you. How about Ricky Waters for Who for What?
There you go. Or the alligator arms.
Alligator arms.
There you go.
It's like my brother trying to pay you to tip. I guess, his fingers, his hands can't reach his pockets. My brother still has his third grade lunch money.
Yeah, there definitely is a lot of negativity in Philadelphia. Looks like we got a guest, so I am going to hop off here.
All right, John, thanks for joining us.
Yep.
We're up here on the boardwalk at all campus. We're in the Rant booth. And you know what? It's the Rant booth for a particular reason. We want people to express themselves and get it off their chest what bothers them. And I know the Phillies and the Sixers are two teams that bother us. So we're going to have our next guest. And Murph. Come on in, Murph. What's up, Murph? What's up, man? We're up here on the boardwalk, all campus. Come and get a hat. Sit with me for 10 minutes. 10% off, $10 for the Rant. We got Murph here. Murph, where you from, man?
Oh, I'm from South Jersey in Woolwich.
Woolwich. Okay.
Yeah.
You look like you're an athlete.
You could say that.
What sport do you play?
I play a little bit of baseball.
Okay. Did you just get that Phillies hat?
I got it the other day, yeah.
I like that.
Thank you, man.
That's a throwback.
I know. I love the throwback.
That's Steve Carlton.
Yeah.
When he was
the 1980 World Series.
Yeah, 19. You know what? I was a freshman in high school, a freshman in college.
All right.
I'm sorry. So I remember that vividly. All right. So this is called Murph. This is called the Rant booth. I want to hear you go off, man. What's up with what pisses you off right now?
Right now, I'm really mad about the Sixers. I'll be completely honest. The Sixers, they should be embarrassed. They should be ashamed of themselves.
Do you think they are? Do you think the players get embarrassed?
I don't really think they care as much as they should. You know what I mean?
They don't care as much as the fans.
Yeah, they should care as much as the fans. You know what I mean? And I think we should trade Ben Simmons because he's a great player and all, but when it comes to playoff time, he's not really. He folds and he's scared to shoot the ball.
We're broadcasting live on Twitch TV, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. What did you look like? I want to see your facial expression, or what did you look like after they 2 seconds after Game 7 when they lost? How dejected were you?
Well, I was just shocked. I wasn't even
shaking
shocked.
Your head?
I was just I wasn't even really shocked. I was just it was just disappointment. I was just
I sat in my seat in my chair the night of Game 7 for probably 15 minutes before I moved. It just shaking my head.
It was embarrassment.
Ben Simmons is obviously the scapegoat for this team. Ben Simmons is taking a lot of heat.
He is.
We're running a poll here. Will the Sixers be able to trade Ben Simmons? Do you agree or disagree?
They will be able to, but I don't know if they will. Because they've been holding on to him for a long time, and I feel like he's just
He's only been on the team 4 years.
I know, but
He's got 4 years left on his contract. $146 million.
A lot of teams are interested in him. I'll tell you that.
Murph, you think a lot of teams are interested in Ben Simmons?
Yes, a lot of teams are definitely interested.
Give me some teams that you think he would be compatible with.
He would definitely be fantastic on Portland. Because first of all, Portland has a lot of shooters over there.
Who are we going to get in return?
So if we can, someone like CJ McCollum. I feel like that's the best possible thing we could get. Because
would it be a straight up deal, or we throw some draft choices in for us? Will the Portland give us? Will the Trailblazers say maybe we'll give you whoever and a
they'll probably be some extra things to the trade.
See, I don't think Ben Simmons' value. I think his value is depreciated, especially after the last 3 playoff series. You got to think about this. 2018, Ben Simmons loses to the Celtics. 2019, Ben Simmons doesn't play well against the Raptors. Yeah. And now, 2021, brutal.
Yeah, he does terrible. Exactly. I mean, but that's the thing. It's repeating over and over. So, we got to make a change. We got to get rid of him. We got to change something.
That's easier said than done.
I know. It definitely is, yeah.
We're here on the boardwalk. 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey for the Rant booth. Come in here. We got Murph. Where are you from, Murph?
I'm from Woolwich, New
Woolwich,
Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yep.
And what are you a high school student?
As of right now, yeah, I'm a high school student.
Where do you go? Woolwich High School.
I go to Kingsway.
Kingsway.
Regional High School.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kingsway. And now, here's another thing that I've noticed here in the Rant booth over the last couple of weeks that we've done the show. Are you a 4-for-4 guy? Which when I mean Eagles.
Yeah. I'm a 4-4 guy, but I don't really follow the Eagles and Flyers as much as I do basketball and
right?
baseball. Yeah.
You're not. So are you? Do you follow? So you're not like an NFL guy?
Oh, I watch them play, but I don't really follow all their moves they make and all
See,
that.
I know. Look, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Sixers are probably the two most popular
Yeah,
teams in the
definitely.
city,
Yeah.
in this area. I think this team's. I think the city's a baseball team, but we just don't. We've been let down now for what 12, 13, 14 years.
Yeah, a lot.
11 years. With mediocre to below mediocre baseball.
The baseball is just terrible. Like we go out and we spend a load of money on Bryce Harper.
Crazy money.
So much, and it's just, he's not even hitting over 300.
Oh, so that wow, Murph. So what are you saying here, Murph? Are you saying that Bryce Harper wasn't worth it?
I think he was. I'm gonna say he was worth it because when you sign someone like Bryce Harper, it attracts attention from not just like people, but the players too. Like the players will see that they're like, oh, he's a good player. We might want to play for
So it's
him.
like flies on.
Yeah.
You know what? If you have a nucleus of people say, hey, I want to be a part of it.
Yeah, because
Something there's good to eat, I want some.
yeah, like
Right?
look at JT. JT wanted to stay with the Phillies. You know what I mean?
And I think Bryce Harper really did his part to get JT back in the
He
fold.
did. He did. He was a big part of that.
How far away do you think the Phillies are to a winning team? I mean, they make a lot of errors. They're not particularly good hitting the ball.
Yeah, I mean,
their pitching is horrible, so it's not just one thing.
yeah, and it's.
Murph.
I don't think they're close at all. I think they're very far away. Because I mean, they kind of just built their team out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like it's just like.
Here's the beauty of sports. When you put together a team that's not really supposed to go anywhere, like the 1993 Phillies is the first thing that I can think of. They were picked to go finish like last place that year, and they come out of nowhere and they win. That just galvanized the city. It was such a fun, euphoric team to watch. That's why we play sports.
Yeah, it's a great feeling when like everyone's down you and you just show them that they're wrong. You know what I mean?
We're here on the boardwalk at All Campus in Ocean City, New Jersey, 1028 Boardwalk. We're broadcasting live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch TV. We're on A2D Radio. We're broadcasting live. $10 to Rant, $10 discount, 10 minutes with me. Of course, I don't know if you're aware, but I have a show every Saturday morning, Sunday morning, in the locker room with Billy Schweim right there on 97.3 ESPN. There's a sticker for you, Murph.
Thank you, man.
But Murph, I'm just so disgusted with the Phillies right now, and in particular, Hector Neris.
I know.
Like Ben Simmons, I think it's time for him to go.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know why he's still on the team. Like, I expected
Just
him
to
to
give him a flat-out release.
Yeah,
Beautiful night here on the boardwalk in Ocean City. But the outcome of the Phillies game today wasn't too cool. And we're sitting here scratching our heads. These guys are professional baseball players, Murph. You can't be making errors like what Reese Hoskins did over the last 2 days.
They look like my little brother's baseball
They look
team.
like the Bad News Bears.
Exactly.
People invest a lot of time, enthusiasm, watching these teams. These players get paid big bucks. We'd expect a little bit more from them.
Of course. I mean, it's just like the Sixers. It's disappointing. Very disappointing.
So who's your? So you said your Phillies.
I'm Phillies, Sixers.
Who, if you had to pick a football team, who would it be?
Eagles,
and then Flyers.
Flyers. Yeah, I'm a 4-4.
You're 4-4. I've been seeing a lot of people that aren't 4-4.
I know they're like all over the place. I'm just like,
I got to tell you, it really bothers me.
I just don't understand it.
When I grew up, people were Dallas Cowboy fans. You know why?
Because they were good.
They were good. Yeah. Cowboys haven't won anything in 27 years?
I know.
You see any Cowboys fans out there?
I see them.
Younger kids?
Younger kids, I do see.
Do you really?
I see a couple of them. Probably mainly because their parents are Cowboys fans as well.
you pretty much are what your parents are.
Yeah.
Like if your parents are Republican, you'll be a Republican.
Mhm.
Your parents are Democrat, chances are you'll be a Democrat unless you know better. But the same thing is true for sports. If your
Exactly.
parents, I have a lot of friends of mine that not a lot. Let me rephrase that. I have a few friends of mine that are Cowboys fans. And when you ask them why, you know what they say? My parents were. My dad was.
That's with me. I ask them why all the time, and they just say their parents were.
Murph, what else bothers you in the world of sports that you really, before we let you go, what else is like really on your mind? Or is the Sixers captivated every thought? Are you just so upset and finished with Ben Simmons and the Sixers that you just want to clean house? With the exception of Embiid?
I think what we need to do is just like you need to see like when you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different game. You know what I mean?
Different animal.
And you look at how Ben Simmons performs.
Triple-double in the regular season.
Yeah, he does
Right?
great in the regular season, but playoff time, does terrible. And I mean, like you need to like if you want to win a championship, you got to look at the playoffs. You got to see how they do.
Tell you what, you never. You just never know how an athlete's going to turn out. But a general manager's job is to know the player personally, his character, obviously his skill set, and what type of player he is. But you gotta be able to recognize what type of if he's a winner.
Exactly. Like it's very important to know your players. Because when you looked at Ben Simmons in that last game, he was scared to shoot the ball, like just to even try and go for a layup. Like he looked scared, and you need to recognize that. You know what I mean?
So we have a Brian Huff. He said you guys need to pursue Wiggins with a couple draft picks because you aren't getting Dan. What do you think about that? Wiggins.
Is he talking about Wiggins from Golden State?
No, is it Wiggins on Minnesota? Or no?
He's on Golden State right
Golden
now.
State.
I think. Wait. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Wiggins on Golden State now.
I think the Golden State Warriors would be a really good fit for Ben Simmons because
100%.
look, I don't think I don't think Ben Simmons looks up to Joel Embiid. He needs somebody like a LeBron James or somebody like Draymond Green or Stephon Curry. So somebody that are accomplished. They're superstars.
Yeah, someone that can help
He's not
him.
a superstar.
He's not. He's not. He's a star, but he's not a superstar. He's not at that level.
So once again, I'm going to ask you: the Sixers. We have a poll question. Will the Sixers be able to trade back? Will they be able to trade
Yeah,
back?
I think they will be able to, but I think the chances of them actually trading them are kind of low because I don't know if they're willing to do it because I just I don't know.
I was never a big Ben Simmons fan, and then as the year went on, I've had writers, coaches, people in the business in the NBA. We've had Mark Jackson on. I've had the coach Lynham on. Talked to a lot of these guys, and they all, by listening to them and then watching what Ben Simmons does during the regular season, I kind of started to believe in the Ben Simmons thing.
That's what I was thinking.
And then boom, the playoffs come. And then I'm like, see, why did I listen? Like, why did I let my guard down?
But it's not just Ben Simmons. Also, it's Tobias. Like Tobias Harris. Where was he? What was it?
How do you miss if you're Tobias Harris? How do you miss? You're 6'9", and you miss a layup. Your fingers are this far from the rim. He missed like 5.
I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he misses those. Like he's in the NBA.
It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. You cannot miss a layup.
Exactly.
When you're that close to the basket.
It's just embarrassing. They should be ashamed.
When I was a little kid, we used to have this basketball court we used to call the Jam Court.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I don't know. I was in high school, college. We could dunk. It was we lowered it. It was a regulation. It was a real sturdy rim, and I didn't have a problem. I didn't miss layups with people in my face that close. I dunked the ball. I dunked the ball.
Yeah, I mean it's right there.
The percentage is 100% when you dunk. All right, Murph.
All right.
Great job today, man.
Thank you, man.
Maybe you have a future in radio and television.
Yeah, maybe.
You never know. Listen,
I've always thought about
if
it.
you work a job that you love, you never work a hard day in your life.
Exactly. All right. Thank you, man.
So, thanks for coming to the Rant booth, and we appreciate it.
All right. Cool.
There he is. There's Murph. Kingsway. Kingsway High School. Let me. You want me to get a little signature here? I'll put it on the front. So the Philadelphia Phillies go down to defeat. They go down to defeat today, 4-3 to the stinking Mets. 4-3. Hector Neris blows another save opportunity. I'll tell you, man. Frustrating, disappointing. But we're up here on the boardwalk at all campus. 1028 Boardwalk, talking sports. We're on all the media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch TV, YouTube. We're on A2D Radio, all platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. We got it all going. We got John Coyle, the owner's here. We got a full boardwalk, beautiful night here in Ocean City. You know what? Come on up. Join us. Come up, spend 10 minutes with me here in the Rant booth. $10, 10% off. You get a sticker. We're having a lot of fun, man. This is a pretty good time. I love the concept. Give the people, give the fans an opportunity to rant and get off their chest on a platform, a social platform. So you get it on the record here. Tell us how you feel. Let's bring John Coyle back in here for a second. Get Big John in here. How we doing tonight, John? We're here, huh? Well, you know what, John? This is a great concept, and I'll tell you what, people are looking in, people are curious, and you know what? I think this crowd down here, I don't think we've seen, obviously, the hardcore Sixers fans probably aren't here yet.
Yeah, we're not full capacity yet. Plus, our store is not full capacity yet. You know, we're still doing a little bit.
You had obviously Playland had a big fire. Your building was devastated by the fire.
Yeah,
we're trying to get you back up and running. Have people come in and look around, grab a night. You got great selection. You're rebounding from the fire, and you got great hats in here.
Yeah, we're building our inventory back up. We're starting to get back up on our social media. We're starting to get back up on our online store. We still got a lot of rehab to do. Still waiting on a lot of our signage, our doors. Yeah.
You're like an athlete that got hurt. You're on the.
We're
DL
working at 80% right now.
you're like on the DL for like the last 6 months, and now you're open, and it's in the embryonic stages of getting back to normal. Getting back the way things were.
Yeah, and it's going to be a process. It's going to be a process, but we can definitely thank a lot of A2D family for helping, putting it out there. The GoFundMe account that we had earlier this year, we gave away, the house.
No, we haven't had any women talk to us on the Rant booth so far.
She turned it down.
We're going to get one sooner or later.
Well, we had one the first week we did
right.
it.
We did
the Yankees, the Yankees fan, right?
Yankees
fan.
Yeah, that's right. And she did rant.
And yes, she gloated. She gloated.
She did gloat. Hey, we're broadcasting live. It's a beautiful night. We're up here on the boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. 1028 Boardwalk. Come on up in the Rant booth. And we're talking sports as we do each and every Saturday here at all campus. Great selection of hats. 10 minutes, $10, 10% off. Can't go wrong, John.
No, it's a great deal. The cornhole boards are where you get the most money.
Let me see that Phillies hat, the red one. No, let's bring that over here.
So this is the bucket hat.
This is the bucket hat. Look at this. That's a nice hat, John.
That's a big seller here. Everyone needs that to stay when they're on the beach to get out of the sun.
Because listen, when you're on the beach and it's 95 degrees, how about this? This hat would be perfect for when you're at the Citizens Bank Park.
Yes, it is.
On a business person special.
1 o'clock game.
1 o'clock game when it's 100 degrees.
Sitting in the outfield.
Right?
Yeah, you need
you
these.
Need one of these hats.
Yes, you do.
This is a nice hat. Look at that.
You know what they're really good for is us bald guys. That's what we really need it for.
We're broadcasting live at all campus here on the boardwalk, 1028 Boardwalk, A2D Radio. Your partners at A2D, Tommy Arnone, they do a great job. We're still getting messages on the board. And you know what? They're all short and sweet. Get rid of Simmons.
Yeah, and that's got to be the number one answer to the poll. I'm sure I would love to see the percentages of that, but I'm sure it's outrageous. Time to move on from him.
We
You
have
know-
the poll question. Get
Go-
rid of Ben Simmons. Will the Sixers get rid of Ben Simmons? Do you agree or disagree? That's the
Wow.
question for today.
I personally disagree, and
You're a Ben Simmons fan.
I am a Ben Simmons fan. I just don't think the change of whoever we get, whether it's Dane, whether it's Beal, no matter who Wiggins, whoever we get, I just don't think the upgrade in offense is going to outweigh the downgrade in defense that we will sustain. I think we got enough offense pieces. I want Joe to be our guy. I know that he is, and he's putting up a lot and putting a lot on his shoulders, but
Look, you win championships by playing great defense.
that's
Look
honestly that's
look
what
at the
happens.
Bucks.
Yes.
I know, but there's too much of an offensive liability.
Yeah, it's turning into a 3-point league now. Everyone shoots threes. Centers shoot threes. There's no real centers left
Think about
anymore.
this. You got Joel Embiid out at the top. You would never see that 20 years ago in the NBA.
Never. And that's the way. It's only going to get more and more. The more the game goes that way, the more the players come up that way. It's going to be a shooting league.
John, one thing that hurt Ben Simmons was the expectation factor. People putting these high
Picked
lofty
number 1
expectations.
overall. And
People labeling him generation,
The next LeBron.
organization covering for him and his deficiencies. And when the playoffs comes, it rears its ugly head. And there are people that have been on my show that love him, people that hate him, and the people that hate him are now being justified with their assessment of Ben Simmons.
yeah, I definitely feel like I do not have a leg to stand on to try to defend him anymore. It's getting harder and harder. And the only leg I have is defense.
John, it'd be like the equivalent of a lawyer defending somebody that
You know is wrong.
is sin.
Yeah.
But you got to defend them with zealous, right? You have to, with the best of your ability,
Yep.
to defend this guy.
And that's exactly how it's feeling like, Bill. That's exactly how it's feeling like.
Another person just chimed in. Looks like on YouTube says if he's benched, we beat the Hawks 4-1. If Ben
Oh,
Simmons.
come on, guys. Let's stop with that.
And
Is
by
that a
the way,
super chat right there?
How about this? You got a donation towards the store rebuild.
Thank you.
It's the
Thank
least
you,
I
guys.
can do as a Hawks fan.
Ah.
Ben Simmons is the gift that keeps on
Oh,
giving.
man. Oh, man.
No.
I'm going to
Ryan
use that money to
Hawks.
buy some Hawks hats for
I
you,
say
buddy.
Return that $25. But, hey, Brian.
Thank
Real
you.
generous,
Thank
man. We
you.
want to say thank you. And maybe, I don't know where you live. If you live in Atlanta, get up here. I got my relatives are up here from Atlanta. They're not Hawks fans, but they're up here. You get up here and come rant with us. That's a very generous donation.
Yeah, and that's something that A2D family goes out and above and beyond to help out, and we cannot say thank you enough.
Wow. Very impressive. That's
Yes,
awesome.
it is. Yes, it is.
We're here broadcasting live on the Boardwalk, 1028 Boardwalk, all campus. John Coyle, Billy Schweim from the locker room on 97.3 ESPN. Big show tomorrow. I got Larry Boa.
Larry Boa coming
Pete
on
Thompson,
tomorrow. There
Pete
you
Thompson,
go.
local sports legend, is on with me on Sunday. And Larry Boa. You know, Larry Boa is my favorite Philly of all time.
I can see that. Yeah, I mean,
His
Chase
dad-
Utley was my guy.
Cut out of the same cloth.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
Tenacious. Hated losing.
Always hustled.
Always hustled.
Yeah,
Gave everything he had.
yeah.
But Larry
Never
Boa,
missed a day.
Listen,
Neither of them.
these athletes today,
Yep,
they can't hold a candle to the guys back in the day.
that's
I mean,
true.
You know, Michael, think about this, you guys. Michael Jordan, I think never missed a game. Like he
Well, he
when
got
hurt,
injured
there
in
was 5
rookie
years in a
year
row,
or whatever.
Right, but when he was healthy, he never missed a game.
No, and you don't. Well, injuries happen, right?
Right.
But you never see a rest day. You never get an off day because of fatigue or whatever they claim, like with Kawhi, whatever that is now.
And now you get somebody else piling on you, John.
Oh boy.
Ben Simmons is the best teammate the Hawks have ever had.
Oh man, I
this is
just
the
can't.
Stuff, this is the stuff that the fans will never be able to warm up to. This is why winning is so much more important to the fans than it is to the players themselves.
Yeah, it's something that my family says all the time. My kids especially. if my team loses, if a Philadelphia team loses, stay away from Daddy the next day.
And we're broadcasting live up here on the boardwalk. Come in, sit with me on the Rant booth. You get 10 minutes with me, 10% off any hat you want for $10.
Yeah, it's a great
Can't
deal.
go wrong.
We got people looking at the cornhole boards right next to us right now. They're talking to them, see if they want to come on, and they get 10% off that. That's a $25 discount right there.
And again, we got another Nicholas Valente, looks like. This Ben Simmons fiasco is Carson Wentz 2.0.
Yeah, well, a lot of people didn't want to get rid of Carson Wentz, though. A lot of people still believed in Carson Wentz. I feel like nobody believes in Ben Simmons anymore.
Come on up to the boardwalk, 1028 Boardwalk in Ocean City. We're broadcasting live at all campus. $10, 10 minutes with me, 10% off your hat. It's the Rant booth. So if you want to come up and complain about the Sixers, the Phillies blowing another lead today, come on up. We're on TV. All the major platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch TV, and Instagram. Come up. Talk about your favorite sports topic.
Yeah, just come up for the atmosphere.
We've only had a few girls talk with us. So far, we've had one girl talk about sports with us. $10, 10% off your hat. Anything off the store, 10 minutes with me. Billy Schweim from 97.3 ESPN. We're on all the major platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, TV. Ben Simmons. Here we go, another one, John.
Oh,
People start to unload on.
I've been getting it, and I can't defend it. I just got to sit and take it.
Carson's Wentz jockstrap.
That is a true statement. I will give you that. I was also a Carson fan. I did not want to move on.
Wentz can actually throw the ball as a quarterback. What can Ben Simmons do as a ball handler? So what he's saying is Wentz can throw the ball better than Ben Simmons can dribble the ball handler.
Well,
You're getting hammered. See, this is what happens when you hook your wagon onto a player that has a lot of deficiencies like Ben Simmons.
Well, he doesn't have a lot of deficiencies. He has one deficiency.
Well, it's the most important deficiency you can have as a basketball player. Shoot the ball.
That is a true statement.
I got to tell you, John. I watched that replay, that dunk, or excuse me.
The pass.
The pass, not the dunk. And Ben Simmons had a full, nobody in front of him did a dunk.
Well, the only guy that was there was little Trey Young.
He didn't even see it.
No.
He passed the ball off to Thibault.
Yeah.
And he's got two guys around him. Ben Simmons went like this.
Yeah. We're looking for a call. Look
what happened.
I mean, there's no excuse for that. He's got to be more aggressive than that. And that's a mentality.
Hey,
it's a mentality.
On the boardwalk here at all campus. 10 minutes with me, $10, 10% off. Come talk about whatever it is that pisses you off in the world of sports. As we're broadcasting live on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch TV. Come on and rant here in the Rant booth and give me a hard time. I need people to be passionate about the Phillies. We need to talk about sports here. We got the College World Series game on. We're watching Texas and Mississippi State. The Phillies were beaten today by the New York Mets 4-3 as they blow 2 one-run leads in the game, and they blow another save. Hector Neris is just god-awful. I don't know why. Obviously, there was maybe no one to go to in the bullpen, but Hector Neris needs to take a break. He needs to go see a psychologist, somebody that can help him mentally. All right. This is great because we're going to talk. We have another ranter here in the booth. We're going to talk to Ryan. Ryan's getting all set up. Ryan, welcome into the Rant booth.
How's it going?
Ryan, you want to talk about the Phillies, but did you get to see the end of that game today?
I did see the end of it, yeah.
Ryan, how pissed off are you?
On a scale of 1 to 10, probably about a 9.5.
Are you a big baseball fan?
I'm a big sports fan.
All right,
so we can talk about anything, but yeah.
The question I want to ask, because since we've been doing this Rant booth, I cannot believe how many people that aren't 4 for 4s. When I mean 4 for 4, Phillies, Flyers, Sixers, and Eagles.
Oh, I know. It makes me sick.
With this younger generation, what's going on?
It makes me sick. Yeah, I know.
You're from Egg Harbor Township.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm all Philly everything.
You're all Philly everything, correct?
Yeah. So.
Ryan, what is going on with the young people today?
I don't know. Like I said, it makes me sick. How people can like the Giants and then like the Phillies, Flyers. I mean, it's embarrassing.
So today, the Phillies and Hector Neris. I mean, talk about Ben Simmons choking. Talk about Ben Simmons not wanting to like the ball at the most critical time of the game. Hector Harris is in the same shoes.
Yeah, I mean it's the same. That they're both choking. The Phillies should have really swept the Mets this weekend, but they end up only winning one game, so that's tough. But yeah, then you have Simmons, who's supposed to be one of your best players. He doesn't show up. He doesn't want to shoot in the fourth quarter. He actually had 100% shooting percentage in the fourth quarter because he took 3 shots all series long. 3 shots.
Yeah, but in the
fourth quarter.
last 3 games, he didn't even attempt
a
shot.
He didn't attempt a shot in the fourth quarter.
You're paying a guy $146 million, and you're not getting any productivity out of him?
Yeah.
That's a bad business decision.
It's a shame. It's a shame. But, hey, I mean, Tobias Harris, they're paying him the most this year. I think it's $36 million this year. And, I mean, he didn't show up. I mean, he's the only one that would shoot, so at least he would do that. But, hey, I mean, I don't know.
And by the way, Joel Embiid, obviously, he's the generational player of this team, and he's the center of it all.
Oh,
yeah,
easy.
A great series.
No, but I mean, but he wasn't getting help. He wasn't getting help.
Playing on a bad knee.
Yeah, he was playing injured. I mean, and he had all the pressure on him. I don't know. He was in a tough spot for sure. He was in a really tough spot. But
we also are taking a lot of messages here on the board.
Oh yeah, okay.
And we have a couple people that are just really rubbing it in about this loss.
Which one, the Hawks or the Phillies?
Yeah, they're Hawks fans.
Man,
and it's so funny. Trae Young could alley oop it. Pretty sure just people are just unloading. This is the point. This is the point that upsets me the most. The fans take it more personally than the players themselves.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
100%. Joel Embiid was in Margate the other day.
I know.
Yeah.
So, did you see that on all social media?
Yeah.
Joel Embiid's walking around Margate.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he's in the boardwalk today. Well, let's stick out like a sore thumb. There's a gentleman over here that just walked in. It looks like he's as tall as Joel Embiid.
Yeah, that guy could literally he's probably in the league.
I bet you he goes about 6'11". Maybe we get him to play for the Sixers. Oh, he is?
Oh, there you go.
That's perfect. So, Ryan, we got a poll question here. Should the Sixers trade Ben Simmons?
Oh, yeah, he's got to go.
Will they be able to?
Well, I mean, apparently they're getting Oklahoma City is interested in him. I think they will. The Warriors are interested in him. I think they will be able to trade him. He still has value.
See, he's got $146 million on his contract, 4 years. You got to find a team that's willing to take that. And by the way, if you're another general manager, after seeing what you saw in this year's playoffs, knowing what you know about prior playoffs, are you going to invest that in Ben Simmons?
Oh, I mean, no. But if you're a young team that's looking for talent, I think that's.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. I don't think Ben Simmons can go to a team with young talent. He needs to go to somebody that like LeBron James or Draymond Green
that already has a centerpiece
that he's going to look up to.
Yeah,
and they can how about when Charles Barkley or Shaquille O'Neal said they would punch him in the mouth?
Yeah, I know that was
type of leadership.
Yeah,
you remember the '93 Phillies, Macho Rowe? Do you remember them?
I don't know. That was before my time.
Jim Fergozzi was the manager. Jim Fergozzi didn't have to manage that team. You know why? That team they had Macho Rowe. If you messed up, you had to talk to Darren Dalton. You had to talk to Holland.
Oh, yes. They had the leadership.
Dykstra.
Yeah. Well, that's huge. Yeah, that's huge to have. And they don't really have that on the Sixers. I mean, they pick up George Hill kind of for that role, but he didn't. I don't know. He
came in so late. He was hurt. He missed most of the season.
Exactly. I totally agree. So I don't think he was really fit for that this season. So I mean, I don't know. That team was too soft. But Brett Brown did them no favors in the past. So I was hoping Doc could turn it around, but he wasn't able to.
He had a horrible playoff.
But that's what Doc does. I mean, Doc has one championship, I think, with a team that literally didn't need coaching.
He's blown 9 leads.
Yeah,
9 times he's been his team in the playoffs. And I'm talking semi-conference finals or conference finals.
Yeah,
and he's lost.
Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, they were up by 26 points at home. That's inexcusable.
And 18 twice.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 18. I mean, at the end of games too. I mean, it's second half. So
we're broadcasting live up here on the boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. 1028 Boardwalk. We're at all campus in the Rant booth. Come in, talk with me about whatever you want to talk about in the world of sports. Get it off your chest and complain about the Sixers and the Phillies. And by the way, the Philadelphia Phillies are so frustrating. The Philadelphia Phillies, absolutely, I could agree with you more. They suck. The thing is, it's Urez.
It's always
mental
something.
mistakes.
They find ways to lose.
They find ways to lose.
I mean, yeah, it's every night it's something. If they're hitting, they're not pitching. If they're pitching, they're not hitting. It's just, they can't find a way.
A lot
to
of
win.
people are on Joe Girardi's case. What say you about what's your opinion on Joe Girardi so far?
Well, I mean that's tough because you look at Gabe Kapler. Look at Gabe Kapler. He's gone now. He's got the best team in the league.
Yeah, but he also has a lot of talent. He's got great. His pitching is.
Oh, I don't know about that. He's got guys that were washed up. Apparently,
Yeah,
he's got Buster Posey. He's got Brandon Belt. He's got
up guys. Look, when you get to the major,
but the Phillies have talent, don't they? Don't you think the Phillies have talent?
But Giants have better pitching. They got a better bullpen than we do. They have a better.
They had one of the worst bullpens last year. They had one of the worst bullpens in the league last year. They're almost the same guys.
Yeah, but who was the guy Wood or who's
Alex Wood?
No, not who's the other? Who's the closer's got like 15 saves?
Oh, Jake McGee.
Yeah,
Jake
he's
McGee.
pitching lights out right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. So that's why it's tough. That's
Here
why
we go.
it's tough.
Rumor here in Atlanta is that the Hawks are offering Simmons a contract extension in Philadelphia.
That's a good
Hey,
one.
we got this.
That's
this
a good
is funny.
one.
This is great.
That's a good one.
Rumor mill, John. Listen to this, you guys. We got a message here on the board. I got to read it to everybody. It cracks me up. Rumor mill here in Atlanta is that the Hawks are going to be offering Simmons a contract extension with Philly.
Oh man. Well, they need him on the Bucks right now. They'll put him on the Bucks, and they don't win that series.
The Milwaukee Bucks shut down Trae Young.
Yeah,
shut him down. 15 points.
Yeah, well, the Hawks were happy taking one game in Milwaukee.
You know what?
They totally shut it down yesterday.
The Sixers took the Atlanta Hawks to Game 7, and they were physical with him. Now he's going to go up against another physical team, and maybe he's tired, man. He's looking to beat.
Oh, he's absolutely tired. He's carrying that team single-handedly.
You like his cocky? Like we were talking earlier with a couple ranters. Name a player that you love to hate, that you love to hate, but you would love to have on your team.
Oh, Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart.
Hey, Ryan, that's an awesome one.
Yeah, I mean, that's a guy who I cannot stand, but if he was on my team, I would absolutely love him.
A lot of people were saying Trae Young. You
really?
know, he's cocky. You know, when he bends, he's bowing at center court. He's I love that. And he's doing, you like that stuff?
I like that, yeah. I mean, especially when he's the one actually carrying the team. I mean, in the Game 7, what was he, 2 for 10 going into the fourth quarter? And then he at the end of the game, he's the one taking the shots.
That's exactly right.
So, I mean, you know, you gotta respect a guy like that. He's not scared of the spotlight. So really impressive.
We're broadcasting on A2D Radio, but we're on all the major platforms. We're on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. We got a big crowd here on the boardwalk tonight. A lot of people frequenting the all campus here. $10, 10% off. And Ryan, before you go, I'd like to give you a sticker. You know, I'm my show, The Locker Room, broadcast every Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to noon. Check it out. And I want to thank you so much for coming into the Rant booth.
Thanks
Get
for
it
having
off
me.
your chest, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. All right, take it easy.
There it is. And I'll tell you what, the comments that are coming in here are pretty funny. Really, like I said, the Philadelphia fans are the ones that take the brunt of the ribbing. Sean? Yes. Okay. So we have our next. By the way, we're broadcasting live here on the boardwalk in Ocean City, 1028 at all campus. Come on up, $10, 10 minutes, and 10% off your hat. And now I'm going to welcome into the Rant booth, Sean. Sean, you look like you could play for the Sixers. What's up, man?
The Sixers. What about
We need you.
a little football, not basketball?
Well, let me just talk a little bit. How tall are you?
6'4".
Are you? I thought you were taller.
55 years old and 6'4".
Right?
Yeah.
So you want to talk about the Eagles?
No, I don't like the Eagles.
You don't like the Eagles?
No. I could talk about any sport, any team. I'm not a Philadelphia fan, but I can tell you what the topic. I'm from here because when I tell you something, the fans are so terrible here. It's ridiculous. I was around when they snowball Santa Claus. Come on, man. 55. All right, that was in the 80s. I was around. Come on, I was born in the 60s. I know you are, but you look good. But let's talk about Ben Simmons, man. That's right. Let's talk about Ben Simmons.
Let's talk about it because listen. Before we get to Ben Simmons, I don't understand. You said the Philadelphia fans are bad.
I'm listening. I'm listening. And my whole family's Philadelphia fans.
Well, I cannot tell you, Sean, how many people have come to the Rant booth and they're not 4-for-4s. They're not Phillies, Flyers, Sixers, or Eagles. Well, I can't. What is going on here?
I'm gonna tell you something. 1978. My father, he was a big Philadelphia fan. The family was a big Philadelphia fan, and everybody liked the Cowboys. And I didn't want to jump on the Cowboys, and I didn't want to jump on Philly. So this is in 1978 on Monday Night Football with Howard Cosell. What he was doing, he was announcing the Baltimore Colts and the New England Patriots with Steve Grogan as quarterback, Andy Johnson, Stephen Starr, and Joe Washington. I'll tell you, I'm 55 years old.
Right.
So the New England Patriots lost that game by 1 point, 28-27, but I liked the way they played the game. And I became
That's how they won you over?
and I became a New England Patriots fan from 1978. Nah, I can't be. My daughter's who I am. Listen, this is crazy. My daughter's a New England Patriot fan, but she was a Philadelphia Sixers cheerleader.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
She was on the squad?
She was a Philadelphia Sixers cheerleader. Yes, her name was Natalia Wilson.
And so, is she still doing it or not?
No, her, 18 was the last year. Okay. 2018 was the last year.
So let's talk about Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people.
Let me say something about Ben Simmons. Would you? And I know the questions you're going to ask. Should they trade Ben Simmons? Yes, they should. Only because of the fact, for his sake. Because of the fact is this: when at the end of the game, they were throwing cans out on the court.
I know. Did you see that?
So what happens is, if you bring Ben Simmons back, what is that going to do for him? It's going to tear him his confidence down even more. So he needs to be around somebody. I'm not no fan.
So
I'm a fan of basketball.
You're talking objective.
Yes,
yes,
right. Yes, because I'm not. I don't like Atlanta. I don't like New York. I just love basketball.
So you don't have a.
I don't have a basketball team. No, but I cheer for the whoever's out there playing. A good team. Like I like the series that right now with the Phoenix Suns and the Clippers is going on right now.
So you don't have a preference in that series?
I like to see a good game. If you can keep my attention, you can keep my attention.
You know what, Sean? That's unique.
That's what it is. I mean, and like I said, so far as Ben Simmons, he's a project. And the process hasn't developed.
But here's the thing, Sean. We were told from day one that this guy's generational, that this guy is the second coming of Michael Jordan. And when you get somebody with those lofty expectations just jammed down your throat, and this is the product you get, it's a tough pill to swallow.
Well, you have to understand something.
And the smugness.
He only played 1 year of college, and he couldn't shoot in college. He was a man amongst boys in college. Came to the NBA, and nobody knew he couldn't shoot until he got to the NBA. Now he's in the NBA, and he works on his jump shot. But he's scared. He's scared to shoot. He has no confidence. He got it right under the basket, 3 foot under the basket. He passed the ball and wouldn't even dunk it. But again, if you listen, Shake Milton, you need to put him there, baby.
Yeah.
You need to put Shake Milton there. I like that kid. He looks good.
How does Ben Simmons give up that dunk? You know the dunk is
your guess is good as mine. Your guess is good as mine. No confidence.
He's coddled. Look, all right. Put your GM hat on. You're the general manager. What's your job? Job is go get a player with talent. You got to see what type of character he has, what type of if he can overcome adversity, what type of intestinal fortitude he has. You got to get all these things, and you got to evaluate the player from top to bottom.
So you asked me.
You can't just go one thing because you can't see that he might have been coddled and doesn't like the spotlight or can't perform when the spotlight's the brightest.
Well, you said if I was a general manager, what would I do? I would fire myself if I was Elton Brown. That's what I would do as a general manager. If I was Elton Brand, I would fire myself. They should have never let Butler go.
By the way, you hear Joel Embiid's walking around Margate.
He's good. He's good for the area. He's good for the area. Back in the 80s, you would have Julius Erving, Moses Malone, all of them on Atlantic City Boardwalk. Mo Cheeks, they was constantly in the area. They would give great summer leagues at the West Side Complex, which is in Atlantic City. Yeah. So that's good for the area. I mean, to keep in the surrounding area you are and win the fans back, that's what you need. Will Ben Simmons show his face?
No. He'll be out in L.A. with the Kardashians.
They got every other black guy. Why not him?
But you know what? I saw a commentary, I think by Marcus Hayes in the Philadelphia Daily News.
Okay.
He said that these guys are more. It takes a man to win an NBA championship. These guys are more worried about their being on Twitter or social media, posting this, that, and the other thing.
But I'm gonna tell you something.
Concentrate
I want to go back to the fans. Let me tell you something. Me and my son-in-law was just talking about maybe about an hour ago, and he was more riding Tobias Harris and how he wasn't consistent. And I said, listen, you know what the problem is with you young folks today? You have these smartphones, but you have dumb owners. So let's look at the phone. Look at your phone. I said so. Look at the phone, and we look. His last game, he had 24 points and 13 rebounds. The last game before that, he had 20 points and 5 rebounds. And the only game that he was complaining about, he had 4 points and 5 rebounds, but everything else was so consistent. It was 21, 22, 22, 22. And you're complaining about Tobias Harris, but you lost by 7, and $177 million man only got you 5 points. That's who you should be complaining about. He's not ready.
We're broadcasting live here up on the boardwalk in Ocean City at all campus. We're on A2D Radio, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch TV, Instagram. We're broadcasting live. You're a natural up here on the street.
I can only be a natural with my partner. That's it.
Should we work well
yes, you work.
Maybe I should get Sean, I have a radio show on ESPN every Saturday and Sunday.
Yes, I'll call you. No problem. Every what?
Every Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to noon. And I got to tell you, I like when I sit with somebody that you can feel the passion and the groove going on. It makes the job
That's
so
great.
much. And I call it a job, and I use that loosely. It's not a job; it's a passion.
Yes.
You talk about winning. I think we care more about the outcome of these games than the players themselves. And so when we lose the way we lose, it's very heartbreaking, discouraging. All these things in one. Well, you not having a specific team that you hook your wagon to, maybe it doesn't affect as much as a guy like me or some other fans.
Social media messed everything up.
Did it really?
So, yeah, because of the fact is that now once they lose a game, they go right to social media. When we was coming up, we didn't have social media. We had to look in the box scores in the newspapers to look at to see the scores. So that's why they don't have the passion. Right. If they got rid of social media and the free agency messed everything up also.
When I was a kid, I'm going to be 60 in July.
And you look good. I'm only 4 years under you, baby. Go ahead.
When we were kids. And you looked at and I'm going to tell you another story about the newspaper. But that when we were kids, you could probably recite the starting lineup for Seattle Seahawks.
Exactly, because it was always there.
Right? The Seattle Mariners.
Yes.
And I'm just picking teams.
Yes. Yes. The Yankees, the Mets, the Dodgers. You can't do that now
Cincinnati Reds.
Listen, I just found out that Danny Ainge is not even on over there no more president. I didn't even know that anymore. I didn't know that the Stevenson stepped there. I didn't know none of this stuff, man, because it happened so fast.
All right, let me tell you a newspaper. You're going to enjoy this.
Okay, go ahead.
So I have a show on ESPN every Saturday, Sunday called The Locker Room. And I, being an older guy, always have my trusty newspaper.
Okay.
Because I love the sports page. Right here on A2D Radio and all these platforms, their motto is no notes.
Okay.
You can do everything without a
note,
which is how you and I did it back in the day.
Okay.
But with the ever-changing world of free agency and social media and all that stuff, I rely on my newspaper. And I love it. I get ridiculed for it.
Well, they don't know history.
Because you know what I like doing, Sean? I like going down, have my paper get thrown on my doorstep, get up in the morning, go get my newspaper.
But that's the problem. These young folks right now, they want instant gratification.
Yes.
So that's why I said it. Smartphone, dumb owners. Instead of complaining, the only thing you have to do is look up the box scores, look up the stats. That's how we used to do it in the past. So now what we do now, instead of looking at the newspaper, you can still look it up on your phone.
Sean, you live in the area here, you said?
I live in Williamstown. I'm from Galloway.
Okay, I'm from Collinsburg.
Okay,
you know
all
that
right.
Storied football team at football town, Collinsburg?
Yeah, I know. Of course. I remember it very well. I'm gonna let the next guy get on.
Right, Sean,
it was
tell you something, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Thank you. It was a pleasure.
You know what? Do you have a business card or anything?
No, I don't. But
write your information down right here because maybe one day I'll call you and you can
do that
to the studio and be my guest.
Do that.
You've been fun to.
And you know what? You've been a pleasure. You've been a pleasure also. And when you get a great mind,
but I'm going to ask you to you got to pick a team.
Or pick a team far as what team now?
I don't, whatever sport I bring you're knowledgeable in all four.
Oh, you know what? That's what makes the game so good is when you don't like a team because you can be biased, and you can tell the truth about what's going on out here. Instead of and you can listen to the sympathy of the people that's calling in, and they have the right because they put their heart and they put their passion in. But at the end of the day, we got to tell you the truth.
Yeah, and the truth will never fail you.
That's it. I mean, now, if you want to continue to go and hurt yourself and follow this person and yell and scream, you got to be a great fan and a great fan to follow the sport. You can't be a bad fan to follow the sport.
No, you're right.
You know what I mean? And that's what I like about you. You know what? You're a great commentator, and I thank you for having me. And God bless you, man. And you take care of yourself.
Thanks for coming in.
All right, no problem.
There's Sean from Williamstown. And I'll tell you what, man, it's good to talk to people that are passionate and people that love sports. And here's a guy, Sean, doesn't have a specific team, but he's very knowledgeable and he's passionate about sports. And of course, that's what it's all about. It's about talking about sports around the water cooler is what we're doing here. We're up broadcasting live on A2D Radio. We're on all the major platforms, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch TV. Come sit with me, talk about your favorite sport, rant, get everything off your chest. Of course, a lot of people are talking about the 76ers. And let's see, serious idea. Your store needs to rebuild. You should sell Simmons jerseys with every team name except Philly. Here's another one from the NAR. It says Ben Simmons is a PG for the next 100 years, next 1,000 years. Yeah, we're getting some great action tonight. Hey, I want to thank everybody. How can I apply for a floor cleaner? I don't know. All right, let's go to our next guest. We're gonna welcome into the Rant booth, Ryan.
How are you, sir?
What's up, man?
I'm good.
Don't
How are you?
call me sir. My dad's sir. Heard that a million times.
Yeah.
It's Billy Schweim from the locker room on 97.3 ESPN every Saturday and Sunday. But you're from New York?
New York, yep.
Are you a Mets fan or a Yankees fan?
Yankees fan.
Good, because the Mets just beat us today 4-3. And is that your grandfather over there?
Yep. Yes, it is.
He's a Rangers fan?
Rangers fan.
I have a lot of friends that are Rangers fans. But I want to tell you, you know who I had on my show not too long ago?
What?
Mark Messier. So I know that's something you want to know. I'm a Flyers fan, but I want to tell you, Messier was a class act. He was wonderful interview, and we had a good conversation with him. All right, it says you want to talk about Yankees, NFL, and baseball.
Yup, I'm fine with that.
So you're a Giants or Jets fan?
I'm a Giants.
Okay, we already had a Jets fan in here tonight. You're the first Giants fan.
That's good.
You like the Yankees?
Yep.
Is that how it goes? It's Yankees and Giants, or is it Jets and Mets? Is that how it goes when you're in New York?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you become a Yankees fan?
So I was born and raised to be a Yankees fan all my life. I grew up watching players like Jeter and just like a lot of familiar guys. I can't really think of all names, but I would always watch them when I was younger, and it was great to see all those players out there. A-Rod, Jeter, you got Granderson.
Well, you're talking about the Yankees teams, the great Yankees who had that famous run.
Yeah.
Who was there? Paul O'Neill was in right field. Girardi was the catcher, right? And now he's the Phillies manager.
That kind of made me a little sad when he went over to the Phillies. I loved him on the Yankees, and when he went over to the Phillies,
right, in 2009. It was 2009. They beat us because we won. The Phillies won the World Series in 2008. The Yankees beat us in 2009 and ripped my heart out. Now, what grade are you in?
I'm in 8th going into 9th now.
You're going to go into 9th grade?
Yep, freshman
and do you
year.
play sports?
Not at the moment, but I'm trying to go back into baseball.
Okay. Baseball is a great game. Are you a lot of people are disenchanted with baseball because the game takes so long.
Yeah.
Do you watch the Yankees? When you watch a Yankees game, do you get to watch the whole game, or do you have to go to bed a little early? Because those games run late.
I watch Yankees games for sure. I watch them most of the time. I love watching the sport of baseball. I love watching just every single play that goes on.
Who's your favorite New York Giant?
New York Giant at the moment? At the moment, I actually like Jabril Peppers. I really love him. Strong safety. I think he's great.
Now, the quarterback, Brown. Do you like him?
Danny
Brown?
Daniel Jones. I mean,
Danny Jones. What do you call him? Danny. I'm sorry, Danny
you know,
Jones.
2 years in a row, he can't.
To me, he's just okay. I can't even remember his last name.
He can't. I don't even know what he's gonna do at this point. 2 years straight, he can't do anything. I'm hoping he does good in the third year, because otherwise, then we'll have to look for someone else. But you know what? For 2 years straight, he didn't have weapons around him. He only had like Shepard, Slayton, Tate. But this year, you put Galladay, who's like what I would say maybe like top 17, maybe 15, depending on how he is this year. I mean, he did deal with injuries 2 years in a row as well. And then you got Slayton, Kadarius Toney coming to the rookie draft class. We don't know where we're going to put him yet, but you know what? Barkley, Ingram, who hopefully fixes his hands, but honestly, I'm hoping they do
you
good
got
with
the
it.
running back from Penn State.
Barkley, you can't forget him as well.
I mean, he tore his knee up. And by the way, I tore my knee up.
Yeah.
3 times. I've had 3 knee operations on this
Yeah.
knee, and I know that the modern technology, modern medicine is a lot more advanced than when I blew my knee out. But that's a serious injury.
Yeah.
And I know he'll make a full recovery, but I wonder, you think he'll be as effective as he was prior to the injury?
See, that's the thing that I'm still questioning, because he was a really good running back before the injury, and the second year when he got injured for high ankle sprain, he still managed to put up 1,000 yards. Now, do I see him being another good running back coming to his 4th year, I believe? I mean, I hope so, but for 3 years straight, I mean, the 2 years were good. The third year he was injured, so I'm hoping he brings a lot to the team in the 4th year.
Well, I'm a big Eagles fan.
Yeah.
I'm a Flyers fan. I'm a Sixers fan.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm a 4 for 4. Flyers, Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles. And I have a disdain for the Giants and the Mets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care about the Knicks. The Knicks don't really, obviously there's a New York team. I don't like them, but they don't really. It doesn't get my blood boiling like the Giants and the Mets do.
Yeah.
For some reason. Who do you, as a New York, and where do you live in New York?
I actually live in Rockland County.
And how far is that from the city?
About like 45 minutes, maybe an hour.
So you go to
it's
the
not
games and
terrible.
everything a lot, right?
We go there often.
As a New York fan, who do you disdain? What team that you really don't like?
I honestly, I don't like the Cowboys. I don't like the Red Sox. I don't like the Mets.
That's a lot of people in the New York Yankees fans hate the Red Sox.
Big rivalries between them for years now. For years we haven't really liked them.
The Phillies and the Mets are big rivals. Not the Nationals, not the Marlins, not
the
the
Phillies and the Mets are all.
Well,
They're in the same. They're in the same position right now. They're still. I'm pretty sure those are the two teams fighting for the top position. But
the NL East is all bunched together.
Yeah, because
every separate 6 games, 8 games separate top and bottom, so that's not that much. But so the Sox and who else?
I don't like
Cowboys.
the Red Sox, Cowboys.
So for Giants fans, the Cowboys are the big rivalry. Yeah. Well, I'm glad it's not the Eagles. So, do you watch any of the NBA?
I watched somewhat of it.
Okay.
This year I really caught on because I was always somewhat of a Knicks fan. I won't lie, I didn't really watch them much. But when I started seeing them play this good this year, I was like, that's very weird. We haven't really had like a good few years, and now this year we're showing potential. Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, guys like that. And I really love that rookie, Emmanuel Quickly. I really like that rookie as well. But for the first year, they weren't terrible. I won't lie. I'm hoping we can bring more next year for the Knicks, and hopefully
I don't know
they
if that
good.
ownership is ever going to straighten itself out. It's like our ownership, god awful. But I got to tell you, Ryan, I'm glad that we have a common enemy.
Yeah.
Because as much as I don't like the Giants, I can't stand the Cowboys even that much more. And when the Cowboys come to town, you see all these like quasi Cowboy fans come out of the woodwork. Does that happen in New York too? A lot of Cowboy fans up there. Back in the day, because when they were winning,
my uncle was a Cowboys fan too.
Is that right?
Yup.
So what
Big
was that
Cowboys fan.
when the families got together? What was that like?
We
Especially during football season.
would always talk about what team sucked. I would hate on the Cowboys. He would hate on the Giants and stuff like that. But by that time the Cowboys were doing really good. This year, I mean, it's kind of like close because there's 3 teams fighting for the top, and then you still got Eagles somewhat in the rebuilding stage. Besides
the Eagles, I don't know. Look, you know how bad the NFC East was last year.
Oh yeah.
Redskins, I don't really think they improved that much.
it was the defense that really did it. The front seven really improved from what we saw, and that seventh rounder Cameron Curl also showed up too. A lot of people weren't really expecting a seventh rounder to do much, and then you got the name of Cameron Curl doing really good out there too.
Yeah.
So I think that defense is really good, but the offense, I mean, McLaurin,
Now, you know, the
Samuel.
Eagles picked up Kerrigan from the Skins.
Kerrigan
is
is
a free agent, so
he was not a bad pickup.
I don't think he's done yet. I think Kerrigan's still got some fight in him.
Yeah, he still has some.
Because they got Chase
Maybe
Young.
a
I had
good
an
few
opportunity
years.
to interview Chase Young in Atlantic City at the Maxwell Award dinners, and I interviewed Chase Young, and not only was he big, he was in shape. He was slender. He was chiseled out of stone. And so that's, defensive ends back in the day were all like bigger guys, slower. This guy's a world class athlete, and so I think their defense is going to be tough. Now, I think the Cowboys with Dak returns. I think they're going to be formidable. I think the NFC will be East, but I don't see the Eagles.
I don't see the Eagles really showing promise. I mean, if Hurts can get the job done, if the O-line can hold for him, and if that offense can do the job, then yeah. But the defense still has a lot of rebuilding to go because at the moment they aren't looking the best either. So they also got, I'd say maybe a few years of rebuilding, and they'll be at the top fighting. But right now, I don't really see the Eagles showing a lot of promise.
Well, I hope you're wrong. But listen, Ryan, thank you so much for taking time to come into Rant Booth. Now you can go back on these platforms, and see the just click on, and you'll be able to see your appearance here today on A2D Radio, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, TV, and all the platforms. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
All right. Nice meeting you. Thank you for your service. Appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Even though you're from New York, we love you coming down here to the boardwalk. Yeah. Yeah, no, look, Ocean City's the best. America's greatest family resort. Yep. All right, thank you. All right, we're here on A2D Radio, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch TV. It's the Rant Booth. John Coyle, we're here at all campus. Boy, I'll tell you what, those 3 hours went flying by, dude.
They always do.
I was worried about today because I'm a little tired.
Yeah, you said that in the beginning.
When you're up here, you're going, man. You're going. We got a lot of great comments today. It was a great participation.
Yeah, we had a lot of great guests. It was slow in the beginning or in the middle a little bit. Everyone was out getting dinner and waiting, but we had a lot of good guests on. How many we have? 12 guests. That's it. And everyone was good.
If everybody gets 10 minutes and 12 guests, you're talking an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah. And we had a couple guys a little bit longer.
Yeah. So I really like Sean.
Sean was good.
I'm going to give Sean a call. You know why? I might even have him in the studio.
There you go.
You want to have that lively debate.
He was good at it.
Good. He's animate.
He's a good partner to play off of.
Yeah. So you never know who you might meet. Now,
no.
Let's look to next week.
Oh boy.
Because I think we're going to have a special guest here.
It sounds like we are going to have someone that comes on that's going to be a little bit fiery.
We could be talking with Craig Berube here next week.
Craig Berube, the chief, will be in studio here.
Last week we had Lou Nolan. And then maybe we'll get Steve Javy to walk. Steve Javy lives down here.
That would be awesome.
And he's a good friend of the locker room. Of course, you can see Steve Javy on the ESPN broadcast.
Yes.
As the video referee.
Yep.
So how did we do tonight, John? We have a good night?
Yeah, we had a good night. We had a couple people use their discount that came on to buy the cornhole boards. That seems to be the big one that they come on for, and that's good. That's what this was made for, and that's what the fan interaction is for.
I think Brian was the one that donated. That was a very generous thing he did.
Yeah.
You had to overcome a lot. Like athletes do, you have to overcome adversity. With the fire this year, you had to overcome a lot. And, John, I think this is going to be a success because people are passionate about sports.
Yes, especially in this area.
And, when once we get everything up and looking good with signage and explaining what we're doing, people are a little intimidated initially, but then they see we're easy to talk to, that we're not going to try to show them up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's the cult factor. You see a lot of people in here. You get a lot of people waiting in line,
right,
and then you get more people interested in it, and that's what happens. It comes in spurts.
I'd like to see a few more females get involved.
I would love to see that.
A bunch of girls sniffing around, looking.
Everyone was watching. Yep.
Maybe a little apprehensive.
Yeah. We need to open it up a little bit more and try to entice them to come on a little bit more.
We have game 4 tonight with the Suns.
Game 4 tonight,
Game 4
2-1.
tonight
Yep.
because the Suns are up
2-1. Yep.
And I thought the Clippers really bounced back.
They
in Game
did.
3, and the Game 7 against Utah, they shot like 70% from the field in the fourth quarter. Of course, I had the Utah Jazz.
Yeah. Oh, here we go with the jinxes on. Who you got tonight?
I didn't play it.
They didn't play it?
I'm going to stay away from it.
I like the Suns tonight.
So, during the course of our show, the Phillies drop another one, John.
Oh, my
How
gosh.
much more are we going to take?
It's getting to the point where I am a guy who will spend any amount of money to go to these games to have the family experience with my kids. And it's getting harder and harder, especially my kids. They do not want to go. They don't want to see a loss. They want to hear the song at the end. They want to see the bell ring.
Yeah.
They don't want to see losing anymore.
It really is tough for the fan because, like I said earlier to a few ranters, that the fans take these losses more serious than the players themselves.
100%.
They take it harder.
Yeah. I mean, that's the funnest part of the game for us is at the end of the game singing high hopes. And I can't remember the last time we've done it.
You got a great selection here. Of course, as the summer progresses, you're going to get more inventory in. The cornhole games look unbelievable. They're great sellers. Come on down. You know, all campus is going to be open all summer long. Open. What are your hours, John?
We open at 10 a.m. every day, and we close at 10 p.m. every day.
So come on up to the Ocean City Boardwalk. Come in and buy a hat off John Coyle at all campus on the boardwalk. We've been broadcasting live on A2D Radio and all the platforms, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch TV, and Instagram. And you know what? I think I did. How did I do today with the no notes?
I think you did pretty well today with the no notes. First time without the laptop up here.
He's learning a little
He's
bit.
getting a little bit better. Read some comments. We had some super chats, which, guys, we want to say thank you very, very much. The best fan base in all the world with A2D family. Thank you, guys.
Of course, make sure you subscribe or hit the like button.
Yeah, give us a like, give us a subscribe. And remember the subscription package that we have. $9.99 a month. You're going to get your money's worth with the Money Podcast bets, with the A2D merchandise discounts, with all the discounts here at all campus. You're going to get your money's worth, and it's going to be worth it.
Not only that, you can make appearances on the shows.
You can come on the shows, yep, anytime you want. Pop on in, whatever show we have. We have a show for anyone who wants to talk any topic that they like.
You know, this is a great platform. Like, people that maybe want to have a career in radio and TV, it's a great
start.
It's like the minor leagues moving into the major leagues.
Yeah, it's a great start. You're moving up.
This is a major thing.
Oh, this is a major podcast,
the amount
yes.
of viewers and people that are subscribed to this A2D is incredible.
Yeah, we like I said, the fan base and the A2D family outreach is huge. There's just nothing like it that I've ever seen. And being a part of it is just an honor and a privilege.
We got to get some signs behind here. How about a neon sign?
We do have a couple banners
Just
coming.
win, baby.
Yeah, that ain't never going to happen around here.
We need an A2D Rant booth sign.
We have one coming, Billy. We got one coming.
Once we're up and running, I'm telling you, this is not. And look, we had a great lineup tonight.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Great participation on the board.
Yes.
So I can feel the snowball rolling downhill.
Yep.
And that snowball is going to get bigger and bigger.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun show. It's going to be a very interactive show with the fans here live. You could come on live, which makes it a little bit more fun.
We could discover some new talent or something.
Yeah, you could get anyone that popped in, just like Lou Nolan popped in. You never know who's going to pop in here any given week.
Hopefully we get the Chief Craig Berube in here next week. I think he's committed, but I'll work that out. And then, you never know. You never know who's in town. I heard Joel
never knows here.
Wargate.
Yeah. Jason Kelsey was down here this week. I got a lot of people saying we saw him at breakfast. We saw him at the gym. We say,
right.
You know what I mean? We always say he stopped in here. So, we got a lot of people that come through Ocean City.
And I'll be back at it tomorrow from 10 a.m. to noon. It's the Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN. If you're heading home or heading out, click us on.
Turn it on. It's a great show to watch
Tomorrow
or
we have
listen
Larry
to.
Ball.
Sorry. Larry
Larry
Bowa,
Bowa is my guest tomorrow.
one of the best Phillies of all time.
You know what? He is my favorite of all time.
Yeah,
We talked. You like Chase Utley.
I'm a Utley
Those
guy.
guys are cut out of the same mold. Tenacious,
Yes.
hated losing, loved team, hustled the whole time.
Never had a fan of the Phillies say they hated Bowa or Utley.
No.
I've never heard it.
No, never. Great show today. We had a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to next Saturday here in the Rant booth. We'll be doing it each and every Saturday right here at All Campus on the boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey, 1028 boardwalk. You got to come up, visit John Coyle and his staff here. They do a great job. Brand new store. It looks great, and it's a work in progress. It's going to get better. I want to thank the Brian who donated tonight. That was just wonderful.
Thank you.
Absolutely
Everyone who gave the super chats, thank you.
All right, we got a few seconds left in this show. I want to thank you, John, for giving me the opportunity to do this. I think it's a great concept, and I think it's like sitting around the water cooler with fans. We get to talk, get their feelings.
Yeah, and that's the advantage of being here in Ocean City is you get fans that come from New York. You get fans that come from D.C. You get fans that come from Pittsburgh. You get fans that come from all over the place. And we get to talk whatever topic they like. And that's fun.
Now, we saw a guy with a Rangers shirt. You're going to start to
Great
see,
guy.
as the summer progresses, you'll see people in Penguins.
Yeah,
And
yep.
Penguins jersey, get a lot of that.
Yep.
You don't see too many Cowboys around here. Not that I don't.
You actually do, but
You
it
see
is
them more
one
up-
team I do not sell in the store. No Cowboys.
serious?
No Cowboys in here. Most hated franchise. They will not be
you
in this
serious?
store. I have to have some type of morals. Come
God,
on.
I love it. You won't sell anything to Cowboys?
There will be no Cowboys in all campus.
Love it. Well, it was another Saturday in the books. Unfortunately, the Phillies did not come through for us tonight. They drop a close one, blow 2 1-run leads in the same game. 2-1
Ninth
lead
innings.
they had, and a 3.
Yeah, last innings of games. It's atrocious.
Reese Hoskins with a horrible error
Again.
But maybe tomorrow we'll get him.
Yeah, here's the hoping.
Well, thank you for tuning in. Let's go Phillies. Hopefully they can turn it around tomorrow. I want to thank John. I want to thank A2D Radio. Ralph back at the headquarters.
Ralph and Frankie, thank you.
Ralph and Frankie. Of course, thanks to Tommy Arnone, who's the creator of A2D. And we'll see you next week, everybody.
Take care, guys.